10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What's going on? What's going on, people? Welcome back to another Prem Panel Show. It's your boy Drift. I got Cal and Matt with me as always. Going on, brothers, and the one and only George. Soon to be trying to convert him to be a Liverpool fan, but for now he wants to stay a Spurs fan. What's going on, bro?
I'm worried. I'm here too much. The fact that I'm not the only one here at the moment is a bit sus. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of pro Spurs agenda today. I can't lie.
Oh, what? You didn't get the memo? You don't know why you're here, bro? Look
This is initiation, bro. It's initiation.
Bless him. He didn't get the email. Bless him.
No. Obviously, Lewis said he may try and jump in for a minute, but he's at the game, and Aaron is at the game as well, so that's why they can't make it as well. And big up KJ as always, he can't make it, but those guys will be back next week. So, guys, before we get into the meat of what we want to talk about, I just want to briefly talk about the game that just finished. It was Man United 1, Chelsea 1. Obviously, we don't have any representation at the moment with the boys being at the game, but does anybody want to add anything more than we feel extremely sorry for the pair of them?
Man United, the top four, that slim hope, that's done.
Oh, there was never a hope, Cal.
It's a disgrace.
Europa League Ronaldo. See.
It might be Europa Conference League Ronaldo. You never know.
It's true. They are kind of in the mud, you know.
Europa
Listen,
Varane, you know.
Well, here's the thing. So, like what you just said there,
Varane, Cal.
Oh, beautiful.
All right, let me ask you like this. Let me flip it on you guys. So it looks like they're not going to get Champions League, which was kind of a long shot anyway. What do you think happens to players like Varane, Ronaldo, Sancho that were brought in to make them take that next step? If they're not going to, win the league, at least keep them in top four. They haven't done that. Let me ask you, what happens to these players? Are they all staying, or some of them kicking up a fuss?
I think Ronaldo's gone anyway. I think it didn't matter, to be honest with you. There's a reason it was only a 2-year contract. I think it was like sort of sussing things out. He was hoping he could do this sort of magical Man U revive this season. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought they were going to challenge for the title as well, like at the start of this year. But obviously that completely imploded for them. So I think he's sort of looking at it. I think Ten Hag's going to come in and be like, I need a complete refresh. Forget this Ronaldo, Cavani. I know Cavani will go anyway, but like Cavani's like matters. Just sort of get everyone out, clear out, start fresh. So I think he's gone anyway. Varane's a difficult one because he's sort of just hitting his prime now, really. But there's still a lot of major injury concerns. So I don't know if
he's got no choice, George.
I think he will stay. To be honest, I think he will stay.
He's going to be a prisoner of the United camp like Pogba and all the others. Do
you want to know something? You see, Rafael Varane, do you know where he should go? He's going to sound mad. Do you know where Varane should actually go? He should actually go Chelsea. You see how Chelsea are about to lose Rudiger, yeah?
Rudiger swap deal.
Yeah, bruv. I'm not gonna lie. If you're a Chelsea fan, and this is obviously it's never gonna happen. I'm just saying, it's never gonna happen.
I don't know about that. Chelsea's future not just as up in the air as Man United, bro.
Well, here's the thing. Chelsea always did that. They're gonna qualify for the Champions League.
Yeah, but they don't know who's gonna own them. Yeah,
but I'm gonna be honest, bro. You see, under Man United, we know what they're doing next season. They're gonna be in Europa Conference. So what's bruv? They got players like Rafael Varane on how much money? Cristiano Ronaldo, as George, he's right. George, he's gonna go. You got Jadon Sancho, who's on I think it's 270. Yeah, bro. They're in a lot of trouble. When I say trouble, I don't mean like financial, because Man United are Man United, innit? They've got money and they've been there before, but they haven't been in the Champions League. But it's more about the players, bro. They're gonna have more unrest. It's gonna be mad. Can't wait to see it.
Sammy's talking about the title. Season. We'll get into that, Sammy. We'll get into that. Don't worry.
Sorry, Drift. On the Man United thing, I think Ronaldo probably will go PSG. I think Varane stays. Sancho stays.
Messi and Ronaldo in the same team, Cal?
Yeah.
So their work rate will drop off even more.
You think Ronaldo's going to go PSG?
I genuinely do, yeah.
I think he could go back to Juve to replace Dybala if he goes for a free. in the summer.
I think that ship has sailed. I think you
Alright.
got a better chance of getting him than Juve, George.
I don't know about PSG.
I
you know,
would
bro.
take Ronaldo in a heartbeat, you know. him as a backup to Kane. Perfect.
I'll take Ronaldo.
What?
You wouldn't.
We've already got a groundsman, bro.
Why are we getting Ronaldo? What? I don't understand why that makes sense.
Because he's a poacher and it will boil pea in Manchester.
Nah, not in our
Nah, I
system.
don't want that brother anywhere near my club, bro.
Could you imagine he actually goes to City like he was supposed to last year?
No, in fact, no. I don't. Him and
No,
Haaland.
I'm all right with that if it means Haaland doesn't go to them.
Yes,
Nah, but
no,
they
Mike, but we
probably
know
will
Haaland
still.
will-
Haaland's
they'll probably
definitely going
still-
City, bro. It's practically done.
They'll get Haaland, Ronaldo, and they got
Practically
Julian
who's
Alvarez.
Alvarez coming in as well. So they're stacking up on strikers.
That's why Jesus apparently is going Arsenal still.
Alright,
Yeah,
check
he
this
saw
though,
he saw those rumors and banged like 17 goals.
He
in a
was
week.
just like, let me get the club an extra more PE. Let me just go a couple more and put on some extra.
What you mean the
O's on my
strike?
price
You mean
tag.
that striker that Man City you've got that apparently they don't have? You mean that guy? Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
the one
Sorry.
that
Let me
went-
rephrase it. Yeah,
He even wears the
forward-
number 9.
the
the
winger.
forward-thinking player that plays on the right, but is naturally a striker, but doesn't play there because he's not trusted, but can still score 4 goals. Yeah, that player.
But check this go, guys. Yeah, the reason why I'm thinking Ronaldo to PSG, he's won leagues in England, Italy, Spain. If I'm not, has he won it? I don't know if he won it. I doubt he won anything with Sporting in Portugal.
No, don't.
If he goes
I
to
don't think
PSG, it's a
so.
guarantee he wins the league in France, right?
Mm-hmm.
4 leagues in 4 major countries. And if he does it in a team with Messi and outshines Messi, in his mind, he's clear. Remember, everything
Why?
Ronaldo does is about him, not about where he's going. It's him. If he does that, that's Ronaldo's legacy.
Why
here's
not
the
to
thing though,
Bayern
Cal.
Munich
Everything that
to
you're
replace
saying.
Lewandowski?
Aye.
Oh yeah.
Because
Bayern
Lewis
Munich.
is supposed to be going, he's supposed to be going Barcelona. Lewandowski.
Yeah, Lewandowski is in talks
So he
right
Hey,
now. with
bro,
Barcelona.
Ronaldo to
could replace
Bayern
him
Munich.
there.
That works for Bayern still.
Of course
I
it
don't
does.
I don't think Bayern would take him.
You,
Remember, Bayern.
they
No, Bayern-
would.
Now, hear me out. Bayern's wage structure isn't as high as people think.
They'll make an
Ronaldo is on
exception.
Yeah, but
Stupid
neither's the
money.
Serie A though. The Serie A wasn't like.
Yeah,
Higuain was
they
the
made
highest
an
on, like,
exception.
70K
I think
before.
they'll
Look,
make
and
an
look where Juventus are now because of it.
I know. That's true. But
That's
I
true.
think
And you
Bayern-
know what, Matt? An exception is like, all right, let's go from 250 to 300. Don't
Yeah.
Ronaldo want like 800 grand a week or something stupid?
No,
like
all-
that?
He
I
wants a
think he's on. I
retirement
think he's on
package.
500 at Man United. But what I'm trying to, you made a very good point, George, because yeah, Lewandowski is in talks with Barca. Yeah, I see that more likely than the PSG one. Only reason being is because even though PSG do have the money, even if Mbappe does go Real Madrid, I still think from a financial point, and they kind of know from a sporting. In fact, do you want to know something? The president probably would be thinking, oh, Ronaldo, Neymar, Messi up front, but he kind of also would know that that wouldn't work. So even though the idea of it sounds amazing, like names, I think even he must think that's just not going to run. Messi and Ronaldo, like,
Bro, we could handle the press of that team.
let me
Us,
ask you like this:
with no training.
you see how Messi's gone to PSG? It hasn't really like kicked off, so to speak. People are forgetting who else is there that might actually like be holding man back. Don't forget Sergio Ramos is there, you know, blood. Sergio Ramos is there.
Yeah,
He was
I see
celebrating
them-
that winner.
400 grand a week for nothing.
Listen, I'm gonna be real. Could you imagine a dressing room with Sergio Ramos, Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, and you're gonna go and throw a manager in there and be like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with all those egos, bro." That is just waiting
To be
to
fair, they are after Zidane, so that's probably the right player. To
Bro,
get up front.
I'm gonna be real.
He makes
I
sense.
rate Zidane highly, but Zidane is not managing Messi, Ronaldo,
100%
Ramos, and Neymar.
100%.
No, he's
You know
not.
what?
No,
If
he'll manage them.
Ronaldo-
He'll try his best.
But he's
if
already got
Ronaldo-
respect.
What?
if he wanted to be the
He's got
true
no
GOAT,
respect.
he should go to somewhere like Cardiff and just do a
He's-
madness, like somehow like get them to win a trophy or something like that. Like if he he's at that age now, like what? No point in going to another big team. It's pointless. So,
Bro.
like, you should pick like a middle team and try and win them something.
You know what? George has got a point. He should go to a team where he's still guaranteed to win because we know what his ego's like. But it's not that big of a deal, like an
Ronaldo.
Ajax maybe. You know, like go to
Nah,
Ajax.
that's been
And
a
you're
bit
still in the
mad.
Champions
That's a
League.
bit
You're winning the
mad.
league.
But he's 37 years old and
You're
he's
in the
playing.
book tonight, bro.
Bro, that's kind of mad. Still.
What's wrong with Ronaldo to Ajax?
But what? Why would he? Why would he? All right. So you got players like.
You're on the butch tonight.
All right, Nate. Let me.
Nah, I'm
Drift.
just on that clock pack, bro. But yeah, go on, man.
Drift. Name me one other player that plays for Ajax other than Gravenberch.
No, but it's not about him having to
Maybe
be
he's gonna
around
be
the
a Bayern
big
player.
names, though. They're still the biggest name in Holland, though, isn't it?
Well, but he don't want to go Dutch league and do what?
But at
He might
37
wanna
years
chill.
old, I think you have to kind of consider you're lucky if teams do
go
want
to
you,
the
even if
Champions
you are
If he goes
Ronaldo.
Ajax,
The
all
man
he
is
gonna do is
old,
smoke weed, get high, and you know the rest.
Nah,
of
you're
that's
not
all he's gonna
disrespecting
do.
Ajax. Ajax got to a quarterfinal of a Champions League and they're about to win their league. Come on, they're not a rubbish team.
Sorry.
Bro,
Drift.
Tell
What
him,
do you
man.
reckon Ajax's highest earner is?
Well, yeah, that's the only problem, isn't it?
Achillea.
Same amount as what we're on right now.
No, their highest earner's probably only about 100 grand a week max.
I
No,
don't even think
I don't
that.
even
I
think
don't
it's
think
that,
that.
bro. I don't think it's that.
Okay.
I think maybe when
We got
Suarez
that
was
Premier
there,
League
maybe.
skewed vision.
So you're gonna bring a man in that's gonna demand the entire wage structure of the whole of the club for one person at the age of 37.
All right, well,
would
here's what Ajax
destroy
do. They're
them.
like, right, we just let you have Ten Hag. We didn't even put up a fuss. You lot pay Ronaldo's wages. Boom.
What?
Brother, there's more chance. You know what? There's more.
Sorry to cut you, man. You know what you just said? Big man, yeah. Your wife cheated on you with me, but can you do me a solid, bruv? Can you just let her stay at your yard? But obviously, I'll still clap it. Is that all right? Is that all right, big man? Yeah, you'll let her stay, yeah? Okay. And you'll pay my rent as well, will you? All right, thanks, big man. All right, just send her around later. You reckon that's happening, yeah, Drift?
Look, Man United do mad things like put Jones on 160 grand a week, bro. Who knows, innit?
Drift, you're expecting him to play an entire man that's not even there, bro.
He'll go on loan, innit?
He's not loan, bro.
No, but he's still got a year left on his contract, innit? So he'll go on loan to Ajax, innit?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest.
He should consider the MLS.
It would never happen, but there's more chance of. Do you know what? Do you know where else he could maybe go? Believe it or not, it's Inter Milan. Maybe Inter Milan. He would do that.
Bro,
He would
Inter
do
Milan have got less chance of affording his wages than Ajax, man.
No. They haven't.
Do you know how much problems Inter Milan are in? Apparently, they still got to get rid of
Bro,
one or two of their players.
I hear what you're saying, but
Yeah, but we're gonna sign
bro.
4 of them in the summer. So we'll give him enough money. Don't worry.
bro, there is no chance he's going to like. Let's just play it. All right, he's not going Dutch league. I don't think he goes back to Spain unless he goes back to Real Madrid, which I don't see happening because they got the Mbappe dream. Italy, in my opinion, is still an option, but again, it's very low down on the list. So if we have to nail it down, it's got to be Germany or France. It's got to be Bayern Munich or PSG, like what Cal said. Let's be realistic.
Or how about we just do this? How about we just say, serves you right for going back to Man United, you idiot, and you sit there and play conference football. How about we just do that, innit?
Oh yeah,
that's
but
what
it's
I
just
wanna
it's of course. But I just don't see him. You know what he'll do? He'll kick up a fuss.
not up
As
to
Cal
him,
said, it's
mate.
about him. Oh yeah, of course it's about him. He'll kick up a fuss to the point where he gets his
player
money
power don't work at Man United, yeah, Drift.
in it.
No, but
Who's
nobody
their
can afford
captain?
his wages, though, you lot.
Who's their
What
captain?
about Chelsea if they get new owners? If they get the takeover done,
That's a
they
big
shift
though.
on Lukaku. Ronaldo goes to Chelsea.
Ronaldo
Do a
goes
play,
to
what? Do a swap. Lukaku can go back to another club he failed
Yeah.
at and try again.
The only other team
Yeah.
in the league who go to is Man City.
Yeah,
And now that
Sorry,
Haaland's
did somebody
there-
just say that Anthony's on 20 grand a week? That can't be right.
Yeah,
of course
they're
he is,
on
bro.
low. They said earlier Haller's the highest on 62.
But they
Oh
understand
my
how,
God,
how the
Anthony
wages
is
are.
on 20 grand a
Here we
week.
go. Here we go.
Yeah,
Drifty,
yeah.
Come off camera for a second. Change your boxes, beg you, bro.
He's seen a couple of contracts today, and he's just like the eyes have turned to dollar signs, and it's like, sign them all up.
Drifty's
Bro, I'm
willing
telling
to
you
Drifty's willing to risk it all to sign him himself, bro.
But if he's only on 20 grand a week, I'm
Take
trying
that
to figure
loan.
out how I can get a payment plan going, bro. Like, what?
Told you.
I'll
you
pay
lot
that
got-
myself.
I said that Klarna
You'll
payment.
be in debt after 2 days.
Bro, Anthony
Heavy
is a
debt.
talent. He was. Ajax ain't got money like that. They ain't got finances like that. They just don't.
Well, yeah, we'll just take Anthony off them and then we'll see what can happen. Anyway, forgetting about Ronaldo. Yeah, Chelsea and United kind of in the mud. I think it's a bit depressing for Chelsea that even though like they ain't got nothing to play for, they couldn't beat a team that Arsenal and Liverpool back to back just absolutely dismantled, which is actually a bit mad for Chelsea.
I can't lie to you. It makes the Brighton loss and the Brentford draw even worse for us because we could have been right up in Chelsea's arseholes for this top four right now. This us.
Right up in there.
Whoa.
And we lost to United twice this year, conceding 3 in both games, I'm pretty sure. So that's embarrassing on our behalf.
Yeah, that is a bit crazy. But anyway, moving on from those two teams. What are you lot saying? I'm going to start with George while you guys get to wipe the smile and bring the smile down just enough so you can talk. Because I know when the smile's all the way up here, it's hard to talk. But George, the news broke today that the Kaiser has signed an extension and will now be at Liverpool until 2026. As a rival, bro, how you feeling about it?
I'm a little gutted. I was hoping he would win maybe a Champions League or a title one more and just say, you know what, it's time for a new challenge. And then see you guys in the mud, but it looks like that's not happening. I think that's great. That is actually unbelievable for you guys, especially if you do end up signing a couple of decent players and shifting them on. Just keep on this building because you need to sort of start your domination of this era because I think that's the problem you have at the moment is you had like the Man U era, the Chelsea era. Now it's really the City era. And you guys are just still constantly just trying to push them. I think it's your best chance of trying to make it your own. But hopefully, after we win the league next year, we'll forget about everything else.
All right, I'm gonna start with you, Cal, because you got the biggest smile on your face. What's going on, bro? What's going on? I mean, you lot kept on asking me to manifest it. I made it happen, boys. What we saying?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah? You know, like. When you just need something to come through, but you don't think it's going to happen. And then it just happens. And you're like, rah. And you look up to the heavens and said, you did that for me, God. Yeah? Thank you, God. You did that for me today. That's what he's done. Jurgen Klopp is staying at Liverpool Football Club for an extra 2 years. Didn't I tell you, man, we're doing a quad? It makes sense now. It makes sense now.
It does.
He sees it. I see it. You need to see it. Quad this year, 2022. Quad next year, 2023. Quad the year after, 2024. Quad the year after that, 2025. And you know what he does in the last season? He starts integrating the next man. He said, Bun Aston Villa, just come to the game today, Stevie, man. Still on the bench for me today. I know
you're unbearable. The slightest bit of happiness. You haven't even got anywhere near your first one yet. And you're talking about 4 quarters.
Tell Gary McAllister to sort out the Aston Villa game. Come sit on the bench. All right, boss, I'll do it. And then the rest is history, isn't it? It's the passing of the torch. He's seeing the rebuild is happening. He knows we're doing the quad this season. I'm telling you, this is the best and biggest signing we could have made. And we've done it before the window opened. You see the guys in Boston, yeah? My owners. Never doubted them, you know? my owners right there, you know. I never doubted these, man. You two have got some answering to do. You see
I'm not gonna lie, Jack Sparrow's at it again, bro.
I know, bro. Jumping ship. He just loves to jump ship, innit? He loves to jump ship, bro.
Owners, yeah, they never let this club down. And they said, you know what? Here's a present, early present. Here's an Easter gift. Has a Ramadan gift. Boom. Jurgen, sign a thing. FSG.
I can't wait
my
for
owners.
Tchouaméni to go Real Madrid You guys cry again. FSG out is back again.
Calm, George. Just calm.
That's
Liverpool
that
next
Diaz
time-
hate. That's that
We'll-
Diaz
we'll get
hatred
someone else.
Kool-Aid right there. Don't worry about that,
Chris
fam.
Wood
Don't worry
over
about that.
Newcastle.
But trust me, bro. Sure, you heard it here first. Sure, is a serious thing. I'm not saying we're definitely gonna get him, but it's a serious thing. You heard it here first. Trust me. It's a
All right,
serious
so I'm
thing.
gonna bring you a different question, so you don't have to just like, because I know you echo everything Cal said, other than the Jack Sparrow part. So what I want to ask you, Matt, is his wife, Ula. We might have the realest red yet. We thought Rebecca was always the realest red, bro.
You see right now, build her the statue outside.
Bro, that's what
She
look.
needs
It
a
needs to be a
statue.
picture of her holding hands with Klopp, walking the dog. That's the
Bro.
statue, bro.
Listen,
Talk
Klopp's
to me,
wife.
bro. Talk to me.
Klopp's wife. Klopp's wife is a real one.
Why am I the only one here, man? Why do I have to do this?
Listen,
All
If
I
you
know
wanna-
is this is what I would have been like right now if we had won that final, not you guys. I'm getting a taste of how unbearable
it's
I
true.
am.
Massive alternate universe said that. That's how it would have been. No, it's
I'm in
true
the
though. It's
multiverse.
true. It's true. All right, this is what I'll say. We owe so much to Klopp's wife. All jokes aside, like he wanted to genuinely take a break in 2024. He said he spoke to his wife and it was like, right, you know, spend time with her and whatnot. And he felt that that was the right time. And maybe he felt as well, even after last season, I think he did say, or there were reports that he just felt really tired after last season, especially with all the injuries. It was a lot for him to take on board. Remember, he also lost his mum during the pandemic as well. So there was a lot for Jurgen Klopp to, you know, to actually kind of go through and complete the season. Testament to his wife, testament to FSG, and for the people around him. He's galvanized. I think with Jurgen Klopp, I think he genuinely was going to stick to his word. But he said it himself today. He spoke to his wife and she was like, do you see us going anywhere after 2024? And you know, you see when Klopp speaks and he's smiling and he's talking, you can just tell that man's just talking. He's just talking the realist. He's a realist when I hear him speaking. I don't see no lies when he speaks. And you know, we can only be thankful to his wife because she's actually allowed him to stay another 2 years. I can't even front. That's a big favor that she's given us all.
Bro,
that we
she
get
didn't
to see.
allow him, bro. She's the one who advised it, bro.
No, I know, but you missed what I said. So I said, like she said, innit? Like, I don't see us going anywhere after 2024. So remember, and going back to that, I was like, he wanted to kind of like do right by her by kind of like taking that break in 2024 and spend time with the family and whatnot. But she was just like, you know what? You're happy. Keep doing your thing. And I think she probably saw him revitalize this season, bro. Last season, I was saying to the guys, he went through a lot last season, losing all his defenders, and then obviously during even previous to that pandemic, losing his mum. There was a lot that he had to go through that people kind of underestimate as well. Like, so for him to kind of go through that really rough patch, and for us as a club to go through that rough patch with him, and to be there with him and celebrate now. What, another 4 years of Jurgen Klopp? Oh my days! When I say to the rivals there, you lot are in some serious trouble. You see how revitalized Jurgen Klopp, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely thought 2024 he was gonna be like, I need that break, bro. This man's coming back with a vengeance, you know, and it's not gonna be nice for everybody else. I'm sorry, but it's not. But all I can do is smile and watch, because you want to know something. I think you said it before, Drift. As a Liverpool fan, this is the best era I have ever lived under Jurgen Klopp. This is the best era I have ever seen under Liverpool. And do you know something? It's just about to get better. So strap your seatbelts. We're about to go on another ride, people. How about that?
Right, be honest with me. Can he pass Sir Alex's legacy in the Premier League?
He'll do it after this summer.
Will
when we
he?
win the quad.
If he wins the quad,
That was going to be my follow-up. What's it going to take for him to be considered greater than?
you see a
Did
quad.
just
You
say-
see a quad.
Sorry, Matt, sorry, your mic went funny. Did you say if?
No,
I think we got the same mic. I don't know if your settings are off or something.
I have never wanted.
Are you sure?
Four Spurs
The mic
players.
is sure. Are you sure? Are you sure, blood?
Turn you
This-
over in the second leg as much as Villarreal. Gio we trust.
There's a whole load of Tottenham man in that team. Still, I'm not gonna lie, there
It's
is.
too many,
I
man.
can't even lie, man.
It's all
gonna
of
be
North
a
London.
mad
They
one.
got Coquelin and Emery as well. So
Yeah, no, it's real. But
North
look,
London Real.
the news is absolutely sensational.
Really, really.
His wife is a real one. There's too many real ones in our camp when it comes to their wives. There's just so many.
100%.
Matip's wife is a real one.
Yeah.
Rebecca's just the goat of all backing her, man. You know what I mean? Then Ula just comes in and like hold my beer, you lot. The Kaiser is staying. I'm the one who said, no. To quote Klopp, he actually said he spoke to his wife and Ula said, we can't leave here in 2 years. What, leave Liverpool? We can't do that. That's a quote. It's a real one. So look, all we know is he signed that extension. Now we know why there's other things coming through. Now we know why Carvalho, the little 18-year-old, is signing. Now we know why Ibu at 22 was signed. Now we know, hey, look, Schuameni out. What's Schuameni, 22?
Mm-hmm.
How about that? About that. He's about that, I think.
Look,
I think
here's the thing I want to touch on before we move on, because I don't want to put George through any more pain. When he was talking, or when the journalists were talking about what was spoken about behind the scenes, they said what was pivotal to Klopp signing as well, other than obviously his love for the club, is that he was promised that Mo and Mane will be getting their deals done very soon. Now, that is the news that we've always wanted, right? So, are we gonna wait? Is it gonna be Salah Friday? Is it gonna be Mane Sunday? I don't know. We got. Look, I'm just saying.
Do you know what?
Like,
it's all starting to make sense right now. All jokes aside, you see when Salah was talking about, it's not just about money. This could be what it was about, bro. I'm gonna be real, innit? He's thinking, all right, if I sign on that dotted line, but there's a next manager that comes into play, like, how do I know this manager is going to be good enough? If he's going to get the best out of me, he ain't Jurgen. Man needs stability. When you are in a situation like you need stability, you need someone who you trust in it. I'm going to be honest right now. As things stand, I genuinely believe there is a massive chance now that Salah, Mane, Firmino, those three, at least, in my opinion, are closer than ever now to signing new deals. Whereas before, I wasn't too sure, if I'm being genuinely honest. But you see, because Jurgen signed on the team now, it just needed him. He's the leader. He needed to show, man, this is where we're walking. We're going this way. Not that way, this way. Trust me, it's about to happen. You heard
look, Jammer, we'll get onto that stuff in a minute, Jammer. But I'm just saying, Salah Sunday, Mane Monday is what it is, isn't it?
Can I just ask a question? I'm not going to ask this to anyone particularly on the panel, but I'm just going to ask a question.
Okay.
If I said to you guys, right now, we've arguably got the best manager in world football, arguably got the best goalkeeper, got the best centre back, arguably got the best DM, arguably got the best 8 in Thiago, arguably got the best right winger. And then I was to say to
most
you,
of those aren't arguable. Keep going, Cal.
Yeah, and then I was to say to you, we've just won a trophy. We have a strong possibility of winning another 3 this season. The managers is extended. It looks as though one of the greatest African players in history is about to extend. Another great of African football is about to extend. And I said to you, you could support that team, or you could support another team, for example, that hasn't got those things. Which one would you guys take? I'll just go around in a circle with that. Randomly, George, I'll start with you.
That's mad. That's crazy.
What are you saying, George? What do you do?
Support your local. Hashtag support your I've been sinking deeper and deeper into this chair.
Look, you know what? I think we need to bring George some backup, but not so
I
backup.
was worried you're going to say take Kane for striker, bro.
No. You know, we gotta bring a non-Liverpool man in. What's going on, Daps? How you doing, bro?
George, I'm your backup this week, clearly.
Thank God.
No shots fired.
It's been
Hold on, boys. Hold on. Safety on. No shots.
I've been listening to Cal talk about quadruples and
it was beautiful. I've been listening to it as well. It was beautiful. So
Who would have thought this though? Man City and Spurs are teaming up.
Well,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
I mean, still fuck you, Spurs, for the 6 points.
This is like Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior at Survivor Series, isn't it?
When Ultimate Warrior came down and saved Hulk Hogan from getting smoked by a bag of man. Yeah, that's what.
How is it that the only thing I can bring to the table is we beat Man City twice?
That's not the only thing you bring.
Sorry, but George, it doesn't have to be the only thing you bring to the table. It's the only thing you're choosing to bring to the table.
But the thing is, yeah,
talk to me next year.
Come on, Bo. I will, no problem. But with Tottenham, it's like George is really good with it because all other Tottenham fans, every stream, I can't say a word about Tottenham or instantly I'm reminded of 6 points. So I have to just go. I'm not speaking on Tottenham because I just know what's going to come. But so what you were saying, because I've just literally come out here, is if you had the choice of supporting a team that was winning or a team that wasn't winning, yeah? Is that what you're saying?
I didn't put it like that, but if that's the way you want.
Well, no. That's yeah. I mean, yeah, I get it. You sugarcoated it.
Sure.
You made it sound like it wasn't that, but that's what it was. Right. I mean, that is the way it is, and I can speak this as a City fan, yeah, because when I moved down here from up north, I couldn't get a shirt. My sister had to get them and send them down. I couldn't get anything. City merchandise just non-existent, right? The minute we'd won a Premier League, like I think 3-4 months afterwards, Christmas time, I'm in Clinton Cards getting a card. And I look to the left and I see like a Man City calendar, a Man City mug, and all this Man City stuff. Then over the last couple of years, I'm clocking all of my brethren's kids around here. And I don't live in Manchester, as you can tell by my accent. They're all starting to support City. So that is the way it goes. And it does make sense. If you take the trophies away from it for a second, also there's the fact that Liverpool and City do play the best football in the Premier League, right? So as a younger, you are going to like, and also there's other, oh, come on, man. But then there's other things, like, for example, my best mate and my godchildren's dad, he's an Arsenal fan. His son asked for a Raheem Sterling top, and he was mad pissed off. But to a young black lad who also watches England, Raheem Sterling is someone that you can look up to as well. So there's that reason. There's so many
that's true.
Why nobody want a Matt Doherty top? No.
George,
Davis.
George, let me ask you a question. Do you want a Matt Doherty top?
Definitely not.
Do you want to know what's crazy though? Yeah, we're going to Jones and Doherty. If you look at Spurs' downturn in form, it coincides with Doherty's injury. I'm just going to put that out there.
Allow it.
George, am I lying, bro? Am I lying, George?
You know what? Football is a weird thing in this world, right? Because not 4 weeks ago, I was slandering this guy, saying I never want to see him in a Spurs shirt ever again. Next thing I know, I'm crying because we don't have him available for the rest of the season. What is life?
Oh, is he out for the whole season? Is he done for the rest?
There's an excuse then.
That's a
blow. We're gonna get trouble because
that's a blow still. You know? But before we get onto the Champions League, because I want to talk about some Champions League next. George, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. You're in a situation now where I know obviously like we're all laughing and we're joking and we're buzzing at the situation, and I'm sure Daps will be buzzing soon because there's no way Pep's going to see that and not sign again. But we'll get into that later. Yeah. But you guys have actually got the third best manager, arguably in the world, but definitely in the Premier League, bro. So surely your summer is also bright. I know everything isn't looking too rosy right now, but surely you guys can maybe see a slight Liverpool comparison on the horizon, as in, if your owners actually give Conte what he needs, you were definitely going to be able to climb that ladder and become involved just based on him alone.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. That's the big if, because it all sounds good on paper, but that sounded good on paper when Mourinho joined as well, and it all sounded good on paper when we were going to give Poch his war chest and never did, sort of thing. So it's one thing to hear it. I need to see it this summer. I need to seriously see like Deadwood gone. I need to see Conte making 6 minimum signings, but like quality signings as well, because we just had our head of recruitment leave as well after 6 years, and thank God for that, because it's been the worst transfer business in those last 6 years I've ever seen. So yeah, man, I need to see it. And it looks okay on paper at the moment, but I don't trust.
So does Man United, by the way, on paper, just to put it out there.
It's true.
Well, I mean, you've got Eriksen signed and done, surely. I mean,
I think that's
he won't go anywhere else.
I think we can get Bale done as well, which I'll be happy with.
Would you take Bale back? You want Bale back?
I would happily take Bale back, 100%.
No, but bro, here's the thing. Are you really trying to run it?
Matt, leave him, bro.
No, I just want to ask him a question. Let me ask him a question. No, George, on a big man. What, do you really want to run it back with Bale and Eriksen?
Bale last year, in only 900 minutes of playing for Spurs in the whole season, got more goals and assists than Saka.
Yeah, but that's all you're going to get out of him. That's all you're going to get.
Good. That's what we need. We don't have. We only have Kane and Son that has. And well, obviously now
Bale is a real life thing.
I don't know. I can't.
Come on,
bro. Proven player in their prime, and I think Bale was just. Everyone's got this old view that Bale can't even play.
Scholes was good in his prime, but United don't want him back at the moment. Like
they probably do, you know. That's
they probably do.
Yeah. They got what's it?
But you know what, guys? If we look at what Bale does when he plays for Wales, I think motivation is why he's dropped off, not ability.
Exactly.
Like, I genuinely do it. Was he 32 or 33? Right? He's not 32. Even that old. I'm not gonna lie. Conte might actually get a brilliant tune out of him coming off the bench, playing maybe 15, 20 very important games. No, but he's got it for Wales. Matt, have you ever seen the way Bale plays for Wales, bro?
Where does he play for Wales? Where does he play for Wales, though?
Well, he plays number 10, support striker. He plays like different positions.
Is he playing that in a Conte system in a 3-5 in a 3-5-2 or a 3-4-3?
He's playing right wing, and then Kulusevski's back up. You think
Bale's gonna put in them that hard work on the right hand side?
He played the right hand side for us when he played. That's what he does. He wants to play right hand side.
He wants to play golf. That's what he wants to do.
You've all got the skew vision because all you're seeing is this stuff that's happening with him.
No, Johnny is George. Johnny is.
His only issue was getting fit in the first place. The moment he became fit, he was putting in numbers for us last year. His goal to minute ratio was insane for us last season, even in his small amount of time there.
Yeah, I think you got to remember
we have to build a squad as well. You have to build a squad as well.
No,
we can have Bale on the bench or Kulusevski on the bench.
I understand that. But what it is, the only reason I'm even questioning it is because even though Bale, yes, he's still got something left. It's not like he's not still quality and he can't add quality. But what it is like, I'm just asking you, do you think you're kind of falling into that whole? You kind of go with what you know and really and truly. See like how Kulusevski has been like a revelation. There might be someone out there who can do more than Bale, but because you're probably like thinking of what he used to do and what he can do if we give him that time and if he's on form, I just think don't sleep on other players that you might be able to get that might be ahead of him. That might actually be a better option. You know what I'm trying to say?
There are dream signings I'd want, like Nkunku or something like that. But the problem is you've got to look at what we've got to solve first. We need to sign a left centre back. We need to sign a central centre back. We need to sign a right wing back, a left wing back, and 2 central midfielders before we get someone in. So if you're telling me we can get Bale on a free as a backup right winger, I will chew your arm off for it.
So
then we'll pay for the other positions.
Is he still at Real?
Yeah. He's picking up that paycheck, bro. £600 a week.
Right. So the only other thing you would have to consider, because if we're being realistic, Levy is going to consider it, is for him to come. I get you'll get him on a free, but for him to come back to Tottenham, how much are you going to have to pay him a week, right?
But no one else is going to pay his wages.
Newcastle,
so he's going to have to take a couple of offers.
Newcastle will straight away. Newcastle will. But what the only thing is, George, what I'm saying is the amount you will have to pay him, because I do get, if a squad player, no one can not bail, and you will get some numbers out of him, some good performances. But are you going to pay him? I don't know. It will probably take 300 a week, maybe.
Yeah,
Right.
I think he'll take a wage reduction to go back to Spurs.
That's too much money. You can't pay
potential,
Bale
but you
300
can't do
grand a
that, man.
week.
That's what I'm saying.
Bearing in mind, he's going to want to play somewhere because of the World Cup coming up as well. I don't think anyone else would take him. I think that Bale and Eriksen were the only ex players I'll definitely bring back.
Okay, no, fair enough.
Eriksen will get into our starting 11 easy. I think the Eriksen situation is totally different as well, because a lot of people were saying that as well, like, oh, why would he come back as well? But I'm not being funny. He had bad last season because he wanted to leave in the first place after the Champions League.
And how old is he? How old is Eriksen?
He was struggling. 27, 28.
And also the way he played football, he'll be able to play.
And that's the thing. Like, he left. He won the league with Conte somewhere else. Obviously, had the thing last year, but has come back and is looking better than ever. So I think Eriksen's the definite no-brainer. But
well, look, this is all Tottenham need to do before they spend money. Modric for free, Dybala for free, Bale for free, Eriksen for free. That is experience, winning mentality, and bolstering the squad.
Sorry, Jeff, who them players you just mentioned? Sorry, can you name them again? Sorry, who the players?
Modric for free, Dybala for free, Bale for free, Eriksen for free.
Wijnaldum for free.
I think Modric is going to get a year extension.
You'd have to pay
I'll take Dybala.
Why not? You could probably get for I'm gonna be honest, 2 mil, 3 mil, maybe.
I would much rather go for Basuma and actually spend money, because central midfield is an area that we need a top quality player. I hope we're looking at Tielemans as well, 1 year left, but I'm not convinced, to be honest with you, because his work rate is not going to cut it off the ball.
Yeah, in a contest system, I agree with that. Yeah, fully agree.
I think Ward-Prowse would be one of my top signings as well, because even though it doesn't seem like a flashy signing, we are absolutely dog shite at any form of set piece. Whether that's a free kick, corner.
Yeah, Eriksen.
Bro, I've had Eriksen at Spurs for 6 years. He could never get the ball past the first man on the corner.
Oh, swear down.
Sounds like Foden.
And he's only scored like four free kicks, I think, for us in his whole time. It's this illusion that his crossing ability is unreal, but for some reason,
people are going crazy in the comments. Man said, "Bring back Vincent Janssen." Do you know?
I forget that.
That brother was.
Do you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to throw this out now, and I think I'm going to be on the money. If I'm not, then fair enough. I think Kyle Walker-Peters is actually come back to Tottenham to be your wing back. You know,
that's not a bad shout. He's
you know what, George? If you're going to bring him up, he would be good for you, bro.
Bruv, he would be a brilliant signing, and I think he'll be affordable. Trust me, Kyle Walker-Peters back to Tottenham. You heard
Drift,
it.
Would you give them?
How many ex-players am I bringing back this year?
Well, I've got one other. You know, the one player. If Tottenham could resurrect a player, right? And I actually had this conversation earlier on this week with someone. Do you know what I think? Such an underrated player for Tottenham. Out of anyone, I think you should bring Moussa Dembele. Absolute baller, man. So underrated.
Bro, he would be the guy that him and Højbjerg
now.
He's the only one that I put alongside there in recent years with Fernandinho, Fabinho type levels.
I think he's one of the most underrated players.
Yeah, I agree with you. I really do.
Yeah, his ball retention was second to none. It was disgusting. I'm not even
if he didn't have his knee injuries, he'd be unreal.
Yeah, because he stopped at 32 or something. The season that you lot nearly challenged, nearly challenged, I say, George. I swear it all went wrong when Dembele got injured or suspended. It all went wrong there because
for some stupid reason in that Champions League year, we decided to sell him because he only had 6 months left in January.
Yeah,
but we need him in that final. If we had him in that final,
Levy needed to cut them checks, bro.
Yeah,
7 mil, and I was like, oh, what is?
That's Levy, bro.
He wanted the P, bro.
There's a lot of targets I want for Spurs. I wanted Matsuri, the right wing back from Ajax, because he's free as well. But I think he's going Bayern Munich.
Well, look, we've got a couple other subjects, so let's move on. But first, we got any super chats we need to get through. Carol Sauce, I'm coming through, bro.
All right. So Dodie says, "Raw, I see Kopish more than my parents."
Yeah, you lot are working, man.
Big up,
really working.
Yeah, today's been a long day. I can't even lie.
Himanshu says Benzema for Ballon d'Or. No one else, fam. Nah. There's a
Well,
couple
too early
man
to be calling Ballon
who are
d'Or,
going to be
so-
winning a quad that need to be in that conversation. That's
All right,
all
man,
I'm
like
saying.
Sadio Mane.
Man
Not
like
really.
Mo Salah. Yeah, there's a
Trust
couple,
me.
man.
There's a
And
few,
I'll-
man.
Matt
I'll put it
Doherty.
out there as well. If we do beat you to the Premier League, and if we do beat you to the Champions League,
Kevin.
so far this season. I'm
Yeah.
saying this year because that's the way the Ballon d'Or is, isn't it?
Mhm.
It's year.
Yeah,
This year,
Yeah, it's
he's
the
been on
year, yeah.
absolute smoke as well. He's back to the old De Bruyne.
They,
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not-
yeah. He is.
Oh,
they-
okay.
they-
sorry,
I
yeah.
swear they changed it to season
Have
this
they?
year. I swear.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure I-
Yeah,
I'm
they've
pretty
changed
sure I
it
read
to
somewhere they
season
changed it to
now.
season.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
which is what it always should have been.
Yeah.
yeah, it should be really and truly.
Yeah,
Well,
I didn't
then
look at it,
he wasn't. He was still pretty good first half, but
Mm.
there's a few. I mean, Salah gets his form back, which he's starting to cook a bit
When?
more now, right?
When he gets
When that is true. You know what? No, that's a fair point. When
Salah's
Fair
already
point.
started cooking. Yeah, he started cooking yesterday still. He started
I think it depends on
cooking.
who wins what now. If
I
Real
went
Madrid
into the
win Champions
kitchen and
League,
threw up a little
it's
something.
30 Benzema.
Benzema,
When?
but
I keep on hearing this I word. I need to hear the W word. When Liverpool.
Oh, so when Real Madrid win, sorry.
When Liverpool.
well,
That's what I need to
congratulations
hear.
on getting to the final, by the way.
Which one?
No, we're not going to do that. Yeah, let's
Very
go
good,
pretty
very
stupid
good,
stuff.
very good.
Let's go
Very
pretty stupid
good.
stuff. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Pimping the Stress says, big up, lads. Memorable day. Facts.
Very memorable.
I said-
Jürgen.
Yeah, it's like we
Ula,
landed
ula,
on the moon
ula.
today or something. Jesus Christ. You don't know how to overhype something, don't you? Fuck me.
Shot 2026. Most of the squad locked in for the next 4 years. Just need Mo and Marley. Schumann and Carvalho in the summer. We are set. Beautiful time. You'll never walk alone. Just saying,
100%.
it's all right up here still. Ash says, Red Panty Night in Clubhouse. Ula doing bitches already. Ula, ula, ula. Oi, oi, oi. Jamrock says, sell Kane to a sucker team like United. Bro, that's a sucker team.
Bruh, man said suckers.
I heard someone say the word sucker.
But it does, but to be fair, it does work with Man United, isn't it?
Seldom
It
just
actually does. It actually
Man said
does.
they ain't had that's his Booker T. Sucker.
150 mil plus 50 mil add-on. Get Isak, Basuma, and Cuckoo, Neves, and a goalkeeper, and Alexander Nubel. That's a good nucleus to build around.
Make that goalkeeper
Would
poke.
you do that, George?
That would not sell Kane for anything.
Would you not? Oh,
Irreplaceable.
fair play.
Especially with Conte at the moment, because we're only going to have him for the next year or two anyway. So definitely not.
Zabiri says, God, let Spurs go for Nkuku so I can...
I was thinking that earlier on. You know what? I reckon Liverpool would let Spurs pay for his flight over here for contract negotiations.
No, we've done this already with Willian. I can't be hacking another one.
First class, chauffeur driven, and then
We
they'll
did
just
the
go,
medical
yeah,
for them. We paid the medical bills to
No.
get his Chelsea move.
Man said we
Man,
just
do you
took
know
the
what?
documents after he completed the medical.
We'll take it from.
I
We'll
said,
take it
"Fuck
from here.
it over,
West
big
Ham
man."
lost, and I've come here and just got smoked for no reason. What's going on?
I'm sorry, George. I'm
Had a good
sorry.
day. What's wrong with you?
I'm
If
sorry,
I'm not
bro.
mistaken, you guys started this first because when we tried to go for Willian, I think it was 2014, you guys stole
They
it from us.
hijacked our deal. Yes,
You
they
hijacked
they
did.
did, they
did. Hold on, they hijacked our Dele Ali deal as well. You know, don't get twisted. They hijacked the Dele thing. They hijacked the Dele thing.
Calmer then. Sorry, George. I
Yeah,
love
but
you.
that's your fault because that was only 5 million. So that was
This
on
is
you.
a two-pack thing, isn't it? This is a
Sorry,
two-pack thing. Man's got to worry about the payback from some team that tried to teach the player way back.
And this is what I'm saying.
That's why
George.
you took Diaz. I see now.
See, George, we wouldn't do this to you, bro. You go and take 6 points off of us. We'll be grateful. Like, why are you doing this for them, bruv? Look, they're stabbing in the back, and them spouses
your
will
team
stab
would
you in
just-
the back, bro.
Your team would just spend 100 mil on a completely player you don't need, so that you couldn't get the real one. That's what.
Oh yeah, they're trying to teeth up Kane. I forgot about that. This Tottenham Man City beef is actually hot, isn't it? Like, I'm not even gonna lie.
Give us Cole.
I'd like to, you know what? No, he wanted some trophies, bruv. He wanted some trophies, so
he's got them.
and he's got a few. He's got a few. To be fair, I'd like to thank Levy for not selling us Kane, because it looks like we're going to get Haaland now, and that wouldn't have happened if we got Kane. So we're gonna have a gunman for 10 years instead of 3 years. So I'm good.
Hey, Haaland's overrated.
So who said that actually? You, George. Do you know what else is George? Do you know what else is overrated, mate? Winning the Premier League. Winning the Premier League.
It's for egos.
All right, man said Jack Grealish is overrated, you know.
Trophies are for egos, to be fair.
Man said 100 mil Jack Grealish.
I think that's the one more super chat that come through, isn't it?
Next
isn't it $1 million per minute appearance or something for Grealish so far?
I mean, I'll bet you wish you could spend that money on players, George.
That's true.
To be fair,
you want a bench warmer for free. Man will pay 100 million. Keep it warm.
We spent 110 on Ndombele and Lascelles shit. So
Lascelles shit. Lascelles shit, you know, man. That's really cool.
He got excited thinking Joshua was going to fight at the stadium and went and started splashing. Then didn't realise it was good. Then
I was there as well, and it was dead. Oh, I was so bad. Just pure pain in that stadium non-stop. No one can win at the Spurs stadium. What is going on?
Zabiri says, God, please let Pep don't get a new contract based on his Champions League failures at City and send Conte to PSG. Give Liverpool fans the courage to praise the best owners. Sorry, Zabiri, I've been telling these lot about the owners, but they ain't
best
want to
owners.
listen, bro.
They're not the best owners. Come on now. They're not
look, let's not. We'll save the FSG stuff for tomorrow, guys. As I promised you earlier, you know what I mean.
They might not be the best owners, but they don't have washing machines wherever they go, bro. So.
All right, man. So she bring up the shirt sponsors in that. Right.
That's over my head, you know. I'm not gonna lie. If that was sent for me, it's over my head. I'm not gonna lie.
Anyway, let's squash the beef and let's talk about something neutral. Let's talk about something a bit neutral, and we'll get into the Champions stuff before the predictions for the upcoming weekend. Now, I just want to talk about this for 5 minutes because I thought it was very interesting. Pochettino, in his press conference, said, "Myself and Mbappe will both be here 100% next season." Now, I just want to ask you, look, I'll start with George on this because obviously this is your boy and you know whether he says things for the hell of it or not. What do we take from that, bro? Because that's quite a mad statement to actually make when you look at what's going on.
I think it's a bit of Poch waffle because I heard there was a little mistranslation in that he said, as things stand, as though he was like, as of today, I myself and Mbappe here next season.
So that's the bit Sky Sports missed out. I get it.
And normally when something like that comes out, that means he's gone tomorrow. So I think keep an eye out. To be honest with you, I think PSG is waiting to see whether they can get Zidane or not or something. I think they're going to be lining up some other people before making a complete decision on Poch.
Are we all in agreement then? Do we all agree what George is saying is probably the right thing then?
If Mbappe stays, he's getting the wildest contract you can imagine.
How has he got left on his contract now?
No, he's free.
He's free.
Runs out in the summer. Runs out in the summer.
Oh, yeah, he's getting some. If he stays, my God,
mad.
He's getting something mad.
Whatever. But whatever. Yes, I'm gonna say, if he stays, I'm not gonna lie to you. He'll be one of the highest earners in world football, if not the high. If he stays at PSG, if he goes Real Madrid, he's still gonna be one of the highest earners in world football.
No, I hear
he
that.
can't lose. No, he can't lose.
If he stays, he's literally handing PSG. Like right now, PSG are about to lose what? How much we value in Mbappe at 200 million?
250 mil,
right?
probably.
Yeah,
probably.
So if he signs a new contract, he's going, there's 250 mil, boys, because he's given the 250 million asset. Like so if you break that down into how much they're going to have to be giving him a week, because Madrid would be lining up something crazy. I mean, I've heard Haaland let's say 400, 500,000. Mbappe's going to be demanding the same as Haaland at least.
More, bruv.
No, no,
if
800
Ronaldo's on
is what they're
500,
saying,
it's
yeah.
Yeah,
They're
that's
saying
crazy.
800, so
Just guys,
God
deep this
damn.
comment for a sec.
PSG
offering
offering-
Mbappe and his parents 40 mil advance each.
This is mad though, because aren't they looking to sell the club in like a year's time? Well, I guess it's a big asset for them to sell the club with.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, they are in a situation where they can offer that type of money knowing that he will just stay for maybe 2 more years and still bounce to Real Madrid. They just need him right now as things stand because he's their marquee player. And as you said, if they do happen to sell the club, they need him there. Obviously, get a higher value. We know how that works. Highest asset.
Sorry,
But I'm
Drip,
telling you
really-
from
Oh, sorry, Matt. Sorry.
no, I was just gonna say, and just quickly, I'll say it again. For me, he's in a win-win situation. I genuinely feel like I'm not too sure what he's gonna do because I have heard that like that person just said, like the 40 million advance on them things, their money. But I've also heard that Real Madrid have obviously handed him the contract, and he actually has the contract, and he's still weighing up his options. From what I've heard, anyway. So
Who's
Yeah,
Mbappe's
go on,
footballing hero?
I was just about to say that, bro.
Oh God, go on,
The
tell me. who.
Ronaldo to PSG makes so much sense. It's unreal.
And not
Do you
only
think,
that,
do you
bro.
think Barca are
if
going to try and get
Zidane
Messi
goes,
back then?
Maybe.
They
Xavi-
might do.
Xavi-
And what if
Xavi-
Zidane goes PSG? Would that not be incentive for Mbappe to stay? Because deep this,
Do you know
guys,
what?
yeah, imagine this. This might sound stupid, but bear with me. Let's say PSG say to Mbappe, right, I tell you what, guy. I tell you what, bro, yeah? Sign a new 4 or 5 year deal. We'll give you dumb wages, whatever it is, 500-600 grand a week or whatever it is, yeah? But we'll put £100 million release clause in your contract. So what we're doing is we're allowing you to still go if somebody's willing to pay. But we're going to bring Zidane in, show you this project, promise you it's worth something, and then we still get way better money back than he goes for free. No, because think about it. If it's a higher amount, he might not stay because he'll be like, well, no one can afford that. 100 mil is money where it's way better than free and it's affordable for somebody else. It could work for everybody.
Drifty, it's like Juventus have made some very good money doing it, getting players on frees, then playing there for like 1-2 years, then selling them.
Yeah,
for like,
they've done that a lot
for
recently.
for all right, maybe less than you would expect to pay for that type of player, but still they've got them on a free. So it would be good business.
Yeah, it's better than
and
going
I
for
think
free,
also,
right?
I think they'd probably lose a hell of a lot of sponsorship if Mbappe goes. And then if you kind of think at the moment, who are they going to bring in from a sponsorship side of things? A name as big as Mbappe, especially at PSG, like in France, they kind of do need to hold on to him.
Yeah,
A bit like you, man, and Salah.
Nah. That's a
Don't
totally
bite.
different.
Don't bite.
Totally different. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about some Champions League. We got our boy
I'm gonna
Daps here.
smile.
Let's talk about some Champions League now. Real Madrid, Man City, or should I say Man City, Real Madrid. Hands down, no hating. Top 5 best ever Champions League games I've ever watched. The game was amazing. The game.
Also,
if you love football, that is what you watch football for. I can't lie.
Top 5 worst defending in Champions League semi-final.
Yeah, that too.
Just want to
That
throw that.
too.
I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna
that's a fair
say.
point. That is a fair point. That's a
I
very
was
fair
gonna
point
say
as well.
because
No, but for entertainment though, I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah,
for
for
It's
entertainment
great to
point.
watch. It's
But
great
I'm
to
not
watch.
gonna lie. Do you want to know something? Just funny you talk about that, yeah. Do you know what goal that doesn't get enough credit? I know everyone's giving Benzema the plaudits and rightly so. Are we actually sleeping what Vinicius Jr. did to Fernandinho on the halfway line?
But Fernandinho got him back late in the game.
No. I hear you. But I'm not gonna lie though. Man actually dummied the ball, which dummied Fernandinho, and just went,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
going
sensational.
clear. You can't catch me. And just ripped the defense to shreds. No one could catch him and slotted it past Edison like it was nothing. You know, if he was English, yeah, that goal will be everywhere. But because he's like Vinicius Jr. and he's Real Madrid and he plays in Spain, and don't get me wrong, he's an up and coming player who I was speaking about, funny enough, yeah, bro. That goal there is absolutely disgusting. Because
Matt,
you want to know
Matt,
something?
Matt,
yeah,
go. The thing is, I hear it, yeah, and he made it look very easy as well. By the way, he did make
That's
it
what
look
I'm
easy.
saying,
But I also think a couple of our defenders, yeah, not Fernandinho, a couple of our defenders made it far too easy for him. As well.
Oh, agreed.
He had way too many touches. like someone should have pulled him back.
No one
early.
actually came over.
But-
they were all kind of worrying about if he's going to
Yeah,
pull
it's
it
weird.
back.
It was almost weird.
That
He
was
got
kind of a weird.
so
I hear you.
There was Edison usually would come out further. He got into literally the 6-yard box. He got way too many touches. But the one thing I will say is, if Walker was on the pitch, that didn't happen. Very simply.
That's
Like,
kind of
it
true.
didn't
Still,
happen.
no, you're right.
And-
100%.
and-
You're right.
And let's be real. The minute, so we started the game with John Stones at right back, right? Because, and then halfway through, he gets pulled. Fernandinho to replace him. The minute I saw that, I was like, sorry, we're bringing on a 37-year-old. That he was great against Atletico in the second half, but he came on in about the 55th minute, 60th minute. By about the 80th, he was blowing, right? So I thought a 37-year-old DM at right back against Vinicius, this is going to be very long. And just before Vinicius did that, Fernandinho picked up the ball sensationally, beautiful crossing, and we scored. Everyone in group chats like, Fernandinho smoking. Literally 1 minute later, Fernandinho getting smoked because it was just. But we saw it happening. But there was a lot of things. Our defense were bad. Our defense were not good the other day at all. They weren't. There was, in fact, Zinchenko was good. To be fair,
it's a shame you didn't have a. It's a shame you didn't have a 40 million defender on the bench. You could bring on. To be fair.
Who?
Okay.
No, because Ake plays. Hold on, Ake plays on the left, and Zinchenko had a good game. And so, bring Ake and play him on the right?
Still a young defender. Hey, listen, Euros. Everyone played a right-footed left back for the whole tournament. Italy did it. Denmark did it. England did it.
Everyone did it.
Hey, they made the semi-finals.
Maybe
three or four.
I'm gonna be honest.
No, don't you dare do this, Matt. Don't do that.
No. See what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be honest. Hear me out. Respectfully, this is one thing I will say. George does kind of have a point. So even though I would still be like, okay, playing right back, heavily left-footed, but can you just right foot? It just probably would have made more sense, even from an athletic point of view.
Yeah, it probably would have.
Yeah, and not only that, bro, you've got the players where you can change your system. You can even go free at the back. Remember, you could have done.
That's what I put out. I put out a three at the back.
You could have went Diaz, Laporte, and Ake free, and then.
But Matt, you know the narrative. If Pep played 3 at the back in the semi-final against Real Madrid when we have not played it all season. Like, come on, the narrative is.
I hear you. He's doing the whole other thinking. Yeah, the tinkering thing.
No, but we got to spin it. We got to spin it and give some credit, because if you deep it, what you're saying makes sense from an athletic point of view, Matt. But what about when Fernandinho rolled back the years as an orthodox right back and set up the third goal? That doesn't happen if it's Ake.
I hear you.
And furthermore, how was it possible for Fernandinho to roll back the years? Real Madrid's defense needs to be ashamed of themselves. If a 37-year-old DM burst past Robertson and whipped in a cross, I would want Robertson just.
But do you want to know something?
James Milner style, right there in the middle of the football.
When he set up the goal, that was Vinicius.
Violence against our own players on this channel.
Facts. When he burst
James
through,
Milner's doing it, it's just a wake-up call. Go.
No, but here's the thing. This is one thing I will say. This is not even me back in Real Madrid, but that's Vinicius Jr. kind of like being inexperienced, because he made it so easy and he was actually uninterested when Fernandinho ran with the ball. He didn't even make a challenge, bro. He just let man run and was just like, I can't be asked. Do you know what he did there? He actually played the percentages. He was like, Fernandinho's got past me. All right, cool, whatever. Like, cross the ball. You could actually see the body language. And that's why I think I saw Carlo Ancelotti go mad. He was kind of looked at him and say, like, brother, you do realize the Champions League semi-final, you just let man run past you like that. However, he was like, all right, cool. I'll let Fernandinho do that. Now I'm going to start cooking, and kind of got him back. So fair play to both of them. They both done their thing, because Vinicius, from a defensive point of view, didn't have a very good game. But from an attacking point of view, and especially after when he scored that goal, the confidence started to brew. You're right, though, Drift. Amazing game. Hella like attacking. Defensively, I was more shocked at City's defending, because they are way better at defending. Real Madrid, you kind of expect that, because I've seen them play in the league a lot this season, and they do have games like that, but they still get away with it because they're so potent up front. But you see, against City, Real Madrid kind of played exactly how I expected them to play, but Man City just didn't take their chances. If Man City take their chances, Man City finished Real Madrid, you know.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing. You're spot on, and I think it didn't help maybe the fact this was Diaz's first game back, because Diaz, I slated Laporte, right, and I've been There's been something about Laporte all season where I've been like, there's something about him and Diaz partnership I do not like. There's something about Laporte. He's given away a few penalties. He's a great passer of the ball, scores some very crucial headers, but there's something about him. There's mistakes in him. Diaz, not so much. Stones has been good every time we've called on him. But actually, this game, I think Diaz might have been worse than Laporte. Stones was good while he was on, but obviously got an injury. That's worrying because Stones and injuries. Zinchenko was good like he was last year in the Champions League. And, that was only Zinchenko's, I think, 5th start this season.
Swear down.
He
hasn't played any.
Very underrated player, I will say that. Very underrated player.
Yeah,
just quickly, guys, because obviously we want to talk about what it's like to play Real Madrid, and he's fresh off of our madness. I just want to bring in Prem Panel legend, man like Lewis. What's going on, bro?
Yes, guys, we fucking
happier,
stink.
Lewis?
What do you mean happier, man? You know that's something. You know that's bullshit, and you know it.
We're coming for you.
What was the score?
Four seasons in a row where we haven't beaten this fraudulent side in the Premier League, man. I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of it, man. I knew we weren't gonna beat these lot, and it's not because they're good. It's because we just take the piss. All the time. Big up you guys anyway, man.
So what was
it's bullshit.
I love this Lewis.
You love me when I'm in the mud, bro, because you know you're not facing us. We're gonna hand you half of your quadruple in 2-3 weeks. The way we're playing.
What was the atmosphere like tonight, bro?
Oh no, I wasn't at the game. I was at Don Robbie. So that was on me.
I thought you was at the game. Oh, okay.
Nah, sorry. But we played
okay.
like shit anyway. I heard the away crowd was decent, but I need to rewatch it for myself. But it don't mean anything. Like, just played like trash for 90 minutes. Had a lead, dropped it in 3 minutes, typically, and then fuck all happened for the rest of the game in typical fashion.
Talk to me about Kai Havertz missing sitters left, right, and centre.
Bro, don't get me started, man. Same as the rest of all of our attackers. They're not clinical. You have the most impotent attack in the Premier League. They find new ways to miss chances every single week. Clear-cut chance in the first half.
This is impotent rage right now. Is that what you're saying?
And they need the blue pill. They need the blue pill.
Nah, do you know,
literally, bruv.
On a positive note, I heard a lot of reports about Reece James. In fact, I saw a little bit of the game. Apparently, Reece James is playing out of his skin, bro. Talk to me about Reece James.
He is,
bro.
but
Talk to me about Reece James, bro.
He is. He was unbelievable, man. Drove the entire game from the right-hand side. His crosses were just wasted as always, but they were delivered brilliantly. Nearly won the game as well with, I think it was an outside the foot shot there at the post. It was really taken well. Good team play. Very unlucky from him. But the guy's only just come back from injury and we've dragged him into a 90-minute game against Manchester United. My problem is we're running this guy into the ground because why? Our attack sucks. And it's driven by wing-backs because in the middle, they do nothing. They do absolutely nothing. Havertz had a brilliant chance in the first half, played hit the Gea, just like the rest of the team did, to be honest. Literally, they're going to say he had a monster class. We shot straight at him the whole match. It wasn't a monster class. He just didn't.
He missed the free header as well. The ball from Reece James for that header was unreal, like perfectly on a plate for him.
And then there was
straight there.
And then there was a great counter-attack. Started the second half. He just had to play an easy pass to Werner. It was so open, Stevie Wonder could see it, but he didn't. And then I was screaming,
he went for
Lukaku on. And then Lukaku comes on. He don't do shit either. But this is the thing, like, I'll go after one player in general, but it's never just them. They're all just so bad at the top. And I don't know what we do with them. Tuchel's changed formation. He's changed the attackers that we play with. Other than, like, off chances and everything, there's no consistency whatsoever.
And Lewis, when you lose your centre-backs as well.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and we're losing two of them. Yep.
I was going to say, because they're losing Rudiger.
Christian's finished his point as well, so this one's hurting even more.
I wouldn't even say because it's rubbing it in. But I will say this, though, Lewis. But you're kind of one of the most realist Chelsea fans there are. You see, when there was that conversation at the start of the season when everyone was like, oh, Chelsea, like, for the title, right. Do you see why even rival fans, especially Liverpool and Man City, were the first ones to be like, I don't know about that. We rate you, but we're not sure. But the pundits bought into it. If I'm not mistaken, you was like, do you know what? If I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, Lewis, Did you believe it? Did you
Yeah,
genuinely
I
believe
believed
You're
it. But
very real.
here's the thing.
Right,
Here's the thing.
Oh, raw.
Regardless
help
of what
you,
I'll
bro.
say, no, regardless of what I say about our attack, right?
Yeah.
The injuries killed us. But even in spite of that, I'll say, even with a full squad, I think we just closed the gap, in all honesty. Now we have hindsight in it. I think we just closed the gap. I don't know if it's enough to beat the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City for a sprint, because I do think we drop silly points here and there. But it just wouldn't have been as consistent or without the absolute collapse that we've had in April.
Did
Like
Cover play
I do
tonight?
think like the injuries to Chilwell, James being in and out the side, Kante, Kovacic being out all the time.
yeah.
It's all come to play for
okay.
us. So that comes into play too. But I don't think it would have been enough to win now. I'm not too sure about it, because our attack just sucks. It's just they would have had better support and probably better chances if they would have had Chilwell in there, if they would have had James. But it's ifs, buts,
I
and
do
maybes.
agree.
It don't mean shit.
I will say agree with you on that. Like I think Kovacic is so underrated as well, by the way. But
Baller.
with Reece James and Chilwell, if you look at City and you look at Liverpool and you look at Chelsea, it would have been Chelsea. Probably most teams, everything comes down the wings now. So I do
Agreed.
you miss Reece James, and you do. I think Chilwell has definitely been the biggest miss. I think he's a quality defender going forward and at the back. But boy, I mean.
To be fair,
sorry,
I
Lewis.
think Lukaku actually started the season off fairly well as well.
He started off well,
Yeah,
and I
that was
remember
Arsenal
he did.
tax, man. We got to be honest.
He started, but again, it brought in confidence. But see,
Then he
here's
had
the
a
thing,
few injuries too.
He did. But again, that's why, like, even myself, like, I wasn't like, it's not even hindsight, but I was like, I think Chelsea will be up there, but I didn't put them as like a title favorite. You see, like the pundits, like you saw the BBC thing and all them things there, where people like, Chelsea are favorites, and I rate them highly. But like what Lewis said, I always kind of thought like they've still got a lot to kind of mesh in. They're not like they need a couple of pieces and they're there. Remember, Liverpool and Man City have been there since 17, 18, like literally just there, like every year, and every single year we add something. It will take a lot to kind of topple that. It will take a lot for Chelsea to kind of like come in and just like barge man out the way and be like, it's our thing. It don't work.
It
like
would
that.
have been a lot from Chelsea, but it's a different story with the wing backs. That's the problem. And we collapsed around Christmas time because of the injuries solely. And even then, it was only a case of draws. Like, we didn't lose. We had silly draws to Everton's under 16s and Brighton with fucking Danny Welbeck in the 91st minute. We drew to them both times and we played like shit both times we played them too. It's the problem. That was issue. Until the start of April, it was only a matter of a few draws. Yeah, we lost to City home and away, but I think we set up poorly for both of those.
Yeah, you did.
And every time one of us sets up poorly, the other loses. It happens all the time. But you can respect a loss to City. It's just the April collapse where we've just fallen apart further. But sorry, go ahead.
I was thinking about this the other day, right? The way that, and this was the way City were when we first won our first two leagues, and it was very similar to how Chelsea go with the whole. You have one or two good seasons, then one good season, like win the league, dip, make big changes, go up, win the league, dip, and Chelsea. That's what Chelsea have done pretty much the whole time, right? Since they've been brought out, that's how we did the first two. But what City and Liverpool, under, to be fair, Pep and Klopp have done is they've got to a point where it's like they don't really have that drop off. It's like they stay there now. And I don't know if it's the way the club's structured. I don't know what it is, but it does seem like
it is a structure.
You've got it to.
For starters, your starters is your scouting systems. Both of yours are levels clear of us. We just blindly pick whoever the trending topic is. Or if we win a big trophy,
United do that
we just
as
don't
well,
do
innit?
anything.
Literally,
like we thought, Kai Havertz is good. And like in 2020, no one else had money because of COVID. They all had losses, but we came out of a transfer ban. And we had the Eden Hazard money still stuck in because we couldn't spend it. So we could freely spend. So we went for the trending topics at the time. 30-goal a season striker from the Bundesliga in Timo Werner. Absolute wonder kid in Kai Havertz. And Hakim Ziyech, who's been balling out in Ajax, and everyone saw the run in 2019 as well. Defensively, the signings were fine, but going forward, whoever picks our attackers has no clue. Because he just picks attackers in different systems, and none of them's a consistent goal scorer except the one that we brought in that doesn't fit the system that Tuchel plays.
I think that's the thing, though, with Pep and Klopp. What you've got is that it's not about buying good players. It's about buying players that fit the system. And Pep and Klopp's system pretty much haven't really changed. That like since they come, it's like, and where our scouts will be looking probably 3 years ago at players that will fit the system. We're both buying younger players, and they're going into a youth team that plays the same system that we play. So when they get there, they know how to fit in. Can I just ask you, Lewis, really quick? And I'm not trying to rub this in or anything. It's genuine. Are you starting to worry? I'm not. I don't want to be known for that person that likes to put. I've been thinking about with Chelsea. My concern for you is obviously it does look like Rudiger and Christensen are both out. Yeah, both going.
Yeah.
It does look like Kante maybe is getting to the point now where he might need replacing. Would you agree on that?
Yes, definitely, actually.
Lukaku's situation needs resolving, and I think that probably means he goes and needs replacing with another striker. Havertz and Werner, it's all of a sudden getting to a point with the next owner is going to have to spend a lot of money. I mean, you are going to have people like Gallagher and maybe one or two coming, but is it worse than it actually looks? That like
yes,
a lot of money
I would
need to be spent.
No, actually, no. It's not as worse as it looks. There is a bit of speculation. It all depends on the owners. If Bowley wins, we are going to be a more analytical sort of team when it comes to transfers, and we are going to be looking for smarter options instead of more expensive options. So that will work towards our favour. In terms of money, ever since, like, people don't realise that ever since Chelsea won their first Champions League, Roman Abramovich had what he wanted. And ever since then, he went on a mission to make Chelsea self-sustainable. And a lot of our money is already made based off transfers. It's either based off positions in the table, TV money, trophies that are won, or loan players and sold and players that you sell. Like, you see how much players go out. And the loan fees that you get off them, we paid fucking Lukaku's fee solely based off transfers out of the club. So it's not a case of Roman pumping money into the club. That was the case until we won our first Champions League. Afterwards, Roman might give you a little helping hand here and there, but it was never like just forcing money down the club's throat like it was before. We're a self-sustainable club.
No. But what I'm saying is, don't you feel like to get you back up to the level, you're going to need to pump some money in now because two centre-backs. Okay, fair enough.
Jorginho's going to be sold.
They've got a very good
may
youth
or may
system.
not be sold.
Oh, they do, 100%.
Yeah,
we'll
there's youth players. There'll be players like Conor Gallagher, Billy Gilmore that could potentially come into the lineup as well. And
Livramento before
in terms
his
of going
injury.
forward, before his injury, it's a real shame what happened to him. In terms of the attacking players, honestly, if a decent fee comes for any of them and they want to go, there's the door. And get rid. But like, I do believe that maybe they need to inject a bit of money into the club. But I think one of the clauses for signing Chelsea is that they have to put $1 billion into the club anyway. So we will see that.
We were
in some
talking
sort
about
of
that
force.
earlier today with a Chelsea fan.
Do it, boys.
But that
So
will
like,
obviously
really,
go
Chelsea's
into
not going to be in as bad of a place as people think it's going to be. A lot of this, ever since Roman got sanctioned, is just media scaremongering, and it's been so easy to figure out. They're trying to make it out like Chelsea's going to get liquidated when the next owner joins us on bullshit like that. It's not that deep. The worst would have been if we got those dickhead Ricketts in charge, and we probably turned into the next Man United or Arsenal, but then they fell out. So honestly, I'm not that worried. Like at the most, maybe we don't spend as much as we usually do. But oh well, people can't call us a money club anymore. So it's what it is.
Chelsea.
And still,
Give me 2 minutes. Just got to send a message.
Champions of Europe.
No problem.
You can still sing that for another like month as well.
Just before we move on to the next topic quickly, Daps, I just want to and don't worry, guys, your super chats are definitely saved as well, guys. Don't worry, we're gonna get to them in a sec. So just before we move on, Daps, how are you feeling going into the second leg? Because I think you're gonna bend them over in Madrid, but obviously they have no pause. You'll bend them over. So.
Man said, but
they do have
what have you heard about me, mate? No.
We're like a bit sus today. It was good.
But how are you feeling about it? How are you feeling about it?
You know what? What's going on there? I was a bit. You know what? There's been several games this season where when it finishes, I'm a bit pissed off at some of our fan base. I'm pissed off at some media outlets that kind of try and almost downplay that and maybe it's because you have the heritage, Real have the heritage, us to City fans, we win in Europe against a big team, we're happy. So we've just scored 4 goals against Real Madrid. I'm happy, right? I think the other thing I'm happy about is, like you said earlier, that was not a very good defensive performance by Manchester City, right? With Real Madrid, it's a bit more like that's kind of what you expect. So then I'm thinking, okay, well, we've won. So now we have to go back there. They have to come at us. And we know that if our defense is on job, our defense is better than their defense. So if they come at us, we should score. It's going to have to be the same thing. We have to outscore them ultimately. And if we're going to have Walker back, we're going to have Cancelo back. Diaz will hopefully, as long as he doesn't pick up an injury against Leeds, will be back in the frame. I think I'm quite happy. I'm going over there, fly out on Tuesday. Sorry, I'm quite confident. I am quite confident. Yeah, and then we move on to the fucking final.
Look, there you hear it, man. You know what I mean? Because you're a real one when it comes to the you don't get gassed up like some other City fans I see online. So I appreciate the fact that you're keeping it real. And I guess the heritage does count. In Madrid,
oh, hell yeah.
It does count. We got to be real, like it does. How the hell did they beat Chelsea and PSG if it doesn't count? Like, look, literally, do you know what I mean?
The other thing is...
We should have slapped them.
Hi, Lewis. The other thing is that the fact is when you play a team that have Benzema up top, you saw with the first goal, right? Half a chance, he bags. Whereas, like you said, with City, we had a lot of chances. And although some of them, I don't want to say any of them were... Mahrez should have squared one. That was a bad mistake. He should have squared it. The Foden chances, to be fair, they were inches away. So I don't want to grill Foden because sometimes players slightly shave the post or whatever. But the difference is if Benzema had those chances, he scores. And that's the only concern that we could create 8 chances at Bernabeu and score 2. They could create 3 and score 3 with Benzema. And then they go through. So
yeah, and Casemiro should be back, so I think they'll be a bit better defensively for that game as well. Yeah,
Alaba wasn't very good as well, to be fair.
Because he was carrying an injury, so he wasn't even going to make that game. So that's why they had to bring him off. So
Casemiro changes a lot. Yeah, it does change a lot.
This is the thing. I think that midfield for Real Madrid was poor by their standards. If you compare to what like Modric and them did at Chelsea's in that game, they were far from that in the City one. So it could be. I think it's going to be a tight game.
The heritage thing's a big deal, especially against City, man, because I mean, some people, I find that fans from clubs that have heritage don't get it sometimes, right? But if you support a club that ultimately in the Champions League doesn't have it, it's very clear to see that we're starting to have our big games in Europe now that's starting to make us believe. But I kind of looked at it when I saw we're going to have to play Real Madrid and then potentially Liverpool, 2 clubs with almost a bar Bayern, the biggest heritage in the Champions League. It's not easy, especially Liverpool in the final. My God.
Yeah, I mean, if that becomes the situation, we'll have to have a lot of long conversations because it's going to be
that
mad
week's going to be mad. That week will be insane.
I'm on holiday that week.
So am I in Paris. Will you boys go, by the way? Will you boys go?
I'll actually try and get a ticket, but obviously that's one of them.
Mama try. Put that out.
You know
I'll try.
What I mean?
Mama try.
Yeah.
But,
it will be hard to get Liverpool.
Let's get through these super chat before we move on to the prediction for the weekend, please, Cal.
George with more salt than fries here says, I think Madrid should get Salah on a free. Ooh, I think Liverpool should get Saka and Martinelli on a free. How about that? Nito Nova says, why isn't any team hiring Buvac, Klopp's ex-manager, not his ex?
I was going to
say. He got his teeth done, moved to Liverpool, and he was like, see you later, boy.
Do you know what's mad, yeah? Buvac has kind of just gone completely like out of the limelight.
But they had a big falling out still, apparently, like big falling out.
Breakups are hard, man.
Them man were just like
argument in a restaurant and that.
And you know what's even more mad for Buvac? And obviously, no saltiness to Buvac. He was a G, but what must be mad is he's looking at Pep Linders right now. And if you heard the interview today, Klopp said not only his wife, but Pep was also the other person that made him make the decision. If Pep weren't going to stay on, he would have not considered it as well. So Buvac is looking at Pep and just come in and replaced him in a different way. Like he just come in and it was like seamless. And it must burn him a little bit more. If you see your ex with a new person and they're doing better than you did, it's gonna burn. You can hide it all you want. That's gonna burn, isn't it? So I don't know, man.
Right. Musa LFC 21 says Daps Rodri is rapid. I didn't know he was that quick.
I'm not sure if that's tongue in cheek.
He's definitely tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
That's like someone
he's also,
about Fabinho's.
He's not the slowest though. I don't even understand.
I mean, you know what? That's just clutching at something, isn't it? Like that's like me coming on it now and starting. It's like me starting to try and talk about something about Trent. Like, come on, man. Sometimes players are good. Just accept it. Rodri's good at what he does. So
he's sick.
Although he's had a few bad games recently, but
I think Rodri's cold.
Fatigue, it's probably just fatigue.
Do you know what? He's
just a unit, man.
Something since he's been at City, he's played something like 160 games already. He's only been there 3 seasons, so he has played a lot. But
burn him out, bro. Burn him out. That's what I
want. You guys, I'm gonna have to bounce on the train, but take care, guys.
Love for jumping in as always, bro, man.
Big up,
man. Take care.
Lose this weekend.
Don't bounce too much.
Safe,
as well,
Jordan, man. I hope you don't get piped as well. Bless, guys. Love.
Big up, bro. Big up.
Zabiri says City looks deflated. I reckon Benzema can wrestle City, man them down like Crocodile Hunter. If they get knocked out, they will crack. Hashtag
Crocodile Dundee.
You know what? It's not. When we lost to Palace, I said. I put a post up, not a post. I kind of recorded myself. I think I've gone on terrace, really pissed off, then recorded myself, and I was going at a load of City fans that were acting like absolute pricks. No, they really were. And then kind of, I was rattled massively, and kind of said, you know what, we could have won this league easily, but we've decided we could have won this league like we did 2014, like we did 2017, 18, I think it was. But we've decided for some reason we want to try and have a dogfight with Liverpool. And my worry is that now we don't have the company, we don't have the Aguero, we don't have the Silva. And it's like these players that have been there and dragged us over the line before. And I said, and I'm looking around, and in games like the Palace game, I'm worrying because I'm like, I don't know where that guy is. There's no one in my team.
It's Kevin, isn't it?
And I was trying, I'm going to pull this all together. Since then, right, the amount of goals that De Bruyne has scored is insane. And like, even against you lot, against United, he was sensational against United. He is stepping up now all of a sudden. I've even gone about De Bruyne being a captain before. I don't think he was a good captain until this season when he stepped in. This season, he looks like a guy with the bit between his teeth. And that is now slowly starting to bring up the levels of the other players, because it's almost like we saw in the Champions League. Foden, who for me hasn't had the best of seasons, looked good again. Jesus is like, doesn't want to go Arsenal. He's like, he's doing anything to stay at City. But it is De Bruyne. I mean, at the moment, it's if we win this league, if we win any trophy this season, it's because of De Bruyne, 100%. He's kind of having that Yaya season right now. So, yeah. But
I mean, I hope it doesn't continue. Respectfully, you know what I mean? It's one of those.
Is it five games now, boys? 5 games.
4, isn't it? Is it 5 or 4?
We've got more than 5 games left of the season. That's all I'm saying.
Well, technically, so have they.
You've got 7. What is it? Something like 8 games till you win the quad, right? Otherwise, Klopp's failed the manager.
Look,
don't buy it. Hey, don't buy it. That's your opinion, my brother.
It's not.
No, what scares me is there's going to be certain Liverpool people who are going to feel like that. But anyway, we move, innit? We move. Let's get the predictions, please, Matt. If you could bring them up for me, let's see what's going on at this weekend. Speaking of how many games we've got left and what's going on, top 4 battles heating up. The Premier League race is heating up. It's going to be a crazy weekend.
Newcastle away. That's
It's a nice one, isn't it? Newcastle,
is.
one of the best form
what?
teams in the league at home.
I mean,
obviously.
I said this the other day. I feel like the last couple of games for City has been our easier games. We've had our easier run, and you've had a hard run, man. And it's like it's worrying every time you notch up another win. It's like fuck's sake.
Well, we'll leave the Newcastle-Liverpool one to the end because we have talked about Liverpool quite a bit so far. So I'll move on to the Leeds and the Man City game. And it is a shame, obviously, that KG can't be here. But I think KG put in his prediction 3-1 to City. I think he put in, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody back me up if I'm right on that
I think it was
one.
3-0.
Was it 3-0? Okay, yeah, 3-0. So
double-check.
KG's gone with a 3-0. But Daps, talk to me, bruv. Leeds away, in between. You get an extra. And look, I'm not even trying to do the salty thing. I'm not doing the petty thing.
No.
I'm just asking questions that need to be asked. Why did Liverpool play Wednesday, play early kickoff Saturday, and then play Tuesday?
Yeah.
And Man City play Tuesday, get the late kickoff Saturday, and then play Wednesday. That is just weird to me. I don't understand that.
Well, I hear you, but there's been other situations that have been weird in the opposite way. But look, 2 games is mental. But I do. In fact, I was watching something the other day, and we have got one of them coming up as well. Where we generally, I think it's 3 days between, but we've got one coming up where it's 2 days between as well. It's 2 days is not enough, man. I'm sorry. There's something needs to be done. 2 days is not enough. And when you want at this point of the season, you want the best quality. You don't want that, do you? You don't want that. As for Leeds, I'll be honest. After a kind of quite athletic game against Real Madrid, a few players that probably need rest. A flight over to Madrid coming up in quite an important game. You don't really want to be going into a game against Leeds where they're just going to try and turn it into a game of British Bulldog or something and just running about. So it's not ideal for us. But I'll say what I've been saying for the last 2 or 3 games. If we can't beat Leeds, then we don't deserve to win the league. So that's how it is. We have to go out and we have to win by any means. Same as you lot were saying against Everton. You don't care how you win, do you? Couldn't give a shit.
Not at this stage, anyway. Give me a score prediction, bro.
You don't do predictions.
Oh yeah. You lot, man. Maybe you might give us one and jinx it, bro. You lot should have just left it. Come on now.
No, he wasn't going to give a prediction. He won't.
Come on. Yeah. All right.
I've even, you know what? On one show the other week, I tried to go the opposite way and predict that the team that didn't work neither. We ended up.
George, talk to me, bro. Leeds. Man City.
Despite all the potential rest of players and whatnot, I still think this is. I think Cage is right. I think 3-0 Leeds. 3-0 City. Win.
You said Leeds. You said Leeds, George. You said Leeds.
No. I say weakest link. I'm not taking my first answer. That is. March was saying in his conference, he wants to go at the City and try to have a go, but I think it's going to leave too much empty space. And I think they just have not been. They've not had that quality all season. And as much as I rate Rafinha, he's been a bit. I think the last game wasn't particularly amazing for him, but
he's not trying to get that move to Liverpool.
He's pissed. He's pissed.
So I don't know, man. I think it's just a classic City win too much. I don't think Leeds will win this game.
Fair enough. Give me a score prediction, bro.
3-0. I agree with KG.
Oh wow, goal difference going up and all that. Yeah. Matt, talk to me. Leeds, Man City.
Man City are going to win this, unfortunately. Even though I think it'll be a bit more of a struggle than it should, because the players are probably a little bit tired from that grueling game. And they got, obviously, the injury in the right-back situation. So we see what Pep does with that. See if he negates it with a free at the back. But I still think they'll win this game. This ain't the game where they drop points. It'll be a game later on down the line, I think. But not this one. So I'm going to say Man City 3-0.
Which one? West Ham or Wolves? Which one?
Oh, blah. I can't say that yet, bro. I've got to wait. I've got to wait for that week. I predict these things. These things.
I wish I could do an Irish accent. Talk to me.
I can't. That was poor.
I'm thinking of flying to Africa and learning how to do some judge. To be honest, whatever it takes.
That's a judge, you know.
He's gonna do
that, yeah.
He's going to do Adebayor's mum, boy.
If that's what it takes,
some learning.
Oh man, talk to me, Cal. Lead
2-1 leads.
Yeah, there you go.
I knew Callum would say that. I've clocked.
Cal, say it. No, Cal, be honest. Be honest.
I'm genuinely like.
Honestly.
I genuinely believe.
No, honestly, all jokes aside, I know.
All jokes aside, I'm not just saying it for. I see a 2-1 Leeds win.
No, fair enough, bro. If you actually, I just don't see it personally.
I'll explain why. Obviously, I
go
can
on.
be very wrong in it. Like it's Man City at the end of the day. The reason why I'm going with the win, Pep really wants the Champions League. He's just come off the back of a tough game. He knows he's going in for a very tough game in the week.
Sell it to me, Cal. Go on, bro.
City's squad already is strained because of the injuries.
Okay.
Players who are coming back from injury are still not match sharp, and Leeds are still potentially in the position where they could get dragged back into a relegation battle. Leeds to
you made some valid points.
He's been doing his homework.
And you know what? I'm going to jump on top of that with my manifestation because I wanted to say, here lies drift. He manifested this.
Big up
what are we saying?
You know what? Listen, go check out the merch store, people. Go check out the merch store. Look, I'm going to say 1-1.
Wow.
I'm going to say 1-1.
I've said it and I'll keep saying it. I think there still could be 2 twists in this.
I do as well.
2.
Oh, there is. It's gonna join. It is, bro. It's gonna be the one that you're not expecting. I think that's what it will be. Because everyone kind of. Here's the thing. Me personally, I feel like it's gonna be so similar to the 18-19 season where it's gonna be one. I genuinely feel like it's gonna be 1 point. You know, I can see it now.
I can't even remember how that. How did that?
That was because remember we won all. Remember we both won a mad run.
I think it was 10 games in a row. Both just win.
Both teams. I'm not gonna lie to you. Both teams just put on a clinic. Obviously, you done that bit better than us, but for both teams, just going a mad run.
Points. What game was it? You lot dropped.
It was Leicester. It was Leicester.
You're playing to his hands. Look at him.
No, but we ain't playing Leicester for the rest of the season. So
no, you talk about the game where we lost to them. That's why we like.
Oh, well,
that wasn't the game.
That wasn't the game.
No, Carl. I don't think that was the game.
We were still ahead of them at that point. That wasn't the game. That wasn't the game.
Was it Everton? Was it Everton?
Tottenham was second at that point. You know, Tottenham was second at that point.
It might have been Everton.
It was Man United. Actually, it was the draw away at Man United. I think that was the killer game.
And West Ham back to back. That's what I'm saying. We have
you dropped quite a few points, boys. To be fair.
Yeah.
No, that year there, it was the draws. It wasn't even the losses. It was the draws. It was the draws that done us in. Still,
but your squad's bigger now. Your squad's a lot better now.
Iheanacho, unfortunately, missing a 1-on-1 as well.
Yeah.
Money talks. Money talks.
But yeah, all right. So moving on. If you could scroll for me, please, Matt. Let's touch on the Everton Chelsea quickly. Just give me a score prediction. Derby. It's the Lampard derby. Everton going down at the same time. Look, if we get Klopp extension, a major trophy, if not 4, and Everton go down, I'm done. Football's clocked. We've just clocked football. That's it. Like it's just like it is
and
what it is.
Conference League. Don't forget Man U.
Conference League.
Where do you go after that?
And Arsenal drop out of top 4 and Tottenham get top 4.
Bruv, manifestation.
Liking that.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna lie. We would have completed it still.
Manifestation.
Yeah,
so just quickly,
completed it.
Just quick. I mean, technically, the only thing left to do would be to wipe Arsenal off the face by doing the Invincible the following season. Cal's right. That would be all that would be left to do.
Just quickly, Jeff. That's genuine question. When does Pep Guardiola's contract finish? Is it 2023?
2023. Yeah.
Oh!
You're not getting excited. All right.
Let's say right. That's quickly. The reason why I asked you, no, you're getting excited. I need to see. Do you know what I'm going to ask you? Genuine question. Do you think Do you think Pep is going to answer the call and sign an extension, or do you think he's going to be like, I cannot do this. I cannot do this anymore. It's too much. It's too much. I cannot replace it. I cannot. Do you think he's going to? No, big man team.
You cannot replace me.
I never knew Pep was Nigerian. You know.
Do you know something? Do you know something? It rolls him in Nacho.
Pep's gonna come.
It rolls him in Nacho, bro. It rolls him in Nacho, innit? Says calm. He rolls it in Nacho. It's calm, innit? And you got who's the other guy that used to play for you, man? What's his name? Onua. Don't forget about Onua. And he part of the coaching staff.
He's English, you know, bro.
Oh, it's English. I swear it's Nigerian, though. Don't do me like that. I swear it's Nigerian. I was gonna say, we move. Let's go. You're gone, though.
So,
some people are saying Brazil want Pep as their coach. Come and get him.
No, the reason all jokes aside, the reason I asked you that is because I saw 2023 as well, innit? And I thought, okay, clock 2026, yeah.
So
I was like, do you know something? Do you know what would do you know I could really see happening? Pep signing an extension. All jokes aside, I can actually see it.
Right. So Pep generally he don't do extensions till the end of the season because it's always one of his thing he says, and the board say is the end of the season they review what's happened, and he's like, if I've done what I'm supposed to, hopefully they offer me extension. He's flirted with the ideas this season, saying, why would I want to leave? I'm happy here. The infrastructure here, I get everything I want. But there's a few little things that have happened that make me think as well. Firstly, the Haaland thing, the fact that Haaland has apparently said he wants to play under Pep. If Pep's leaving in a year, I don't think he. But then another really key signing or contract extension was a young lad called James McAtee. And he was umming and ahhing about signing, or that was the reports, because he's one of our really, really bright prospects. And when you see pictures of players, young players signing the contract extensions, it's always with I always get his name on Taki or whatever his name is.
Takiri.
It's always with him.
Yeah.
But with James McAtee, the picture, there was also a picture with his parents and Pep. And apparently Pep got involved to tell his parents, these are my plans with your son. He's going to be on the same development path that Foden's been on. Now, I don't believe that Pep is the type of manager that would come out and make those promises if he's going in a year's time, because he don't have no control over that. I think it is. I mean, the one thing everyone always says it, and I actually don't know, that if Pep brought in to win the Champions League, and every other rival fan say yes, he was. I don't think he was. I think that is, we want to win it, but I don't think it's like if Pep doesn't win the Champions League, they're not going to be happy with him. But at the same time, maybe the owners are starting to think that, and maybe they do think someone could do a better job. I don't believe it because most of the board are his friends.
No one could do a better job than Pep. I don't care what no one says. I'm not even capping. Pep Guardiola.
I don't think so either, but
I think it's the opposite though. I think if he does win it, then that's mission done. That's job complete. Move on to the next challenge.
Yeah, that is true.
That's not. I generally believe that as well, but I kind of feel like again, like the way how he talks about Klopp and how he feels like Klopp has helped his managerial career in terms of making him better. The way their man just like to par with each other, I'm telling you from now, it just wouldn't surprise me if I see end of the season Pep signs, even if it's a 2-year, might not match up exactly with Klopp's, but I can see an extension because he knows for a fact. He said it himself, like, I don't want to go nowhere else other than City. They're the best team for me. The foundations are there for a minute.
His brother owns a club in Spain with the City group, right? They're like they're in bed. I mean, they're in bed together. Pause. But they are like the whole board was brought over here to build it ready for Pep. Like this is so. My biggest concern. Don't get me wrong. My biggest concern is Pep going. But another concern is that when Pep goes, I hope the board stay and the board don't go, you know what, maybe it's our time to move on, because the board and the whole setup is sensational. There's such a big difference between now and under Mancini. Such a big difference. Like the whole, everything about the club. There was still...
I'm gonna be real daps, yeah? You see if Pep goes and then the board go?
Oh yeah, it's problems. It's like no one ever talks about David Gill. Everyone talks about when Fergie left.
Yeah.
Not enough is said about David Gill. Going, like,
David Dean at Arsenal as well. All I'm saying, become unbearable now. If Pep and the board go,
You're not.
Bro, we see Takiri Big.
What?
I can never say surname, Bigstirian or whatever. However you pronounce it. You see when he came from Barca and Sarah, I think his name's Serrano. Yeah. When their man went from Barca to Man City, their man already knew they were going to get Pep. You know, they were just like, we need to lay down some foundations to get man abroad, get man on board. Sorry, bro, I'm telling you from now,
Pellegrini got brought in as a stopgap.
Yeah, like, 100%.
Why do you think Pellegrini's eyes were shut in every interview? The man weren't getting no sleep. You lot stressed the hell out of that guy, man.
I think a lot of the signings that were being brought in as well were like...
Yeah, of course. Pep.
Yeah.
Listen, in my honest opinion, I don't see Pep leaving City in 2023. I could be wrong. I generally feel like he's going to stay there a bit longer, especially as Klopp's now signed an extension.
What
2026.
Wow, that's a long one, you know. Fucking
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Maybe you did land on the space after all. Okay.
Newcastle coming?
I'm gonna be honest. I see Pep the extension. I can't even front.
Yeah, but Pep's would be a 2-year max.
Agreed. No, that's why I said 2025. I said that. Yeah.
George got a great question. Go on, George.
What if Newcastle come in with the hefty bag next year?
Who? No.
If he's already completed the job at City, if he's already completed, he still gets to compete with Klopp where he wins the league for the next 5 years.
Yeah, but he won't. The one thing that does there's one way that I don't believe it could happen because I actually don't think that board and Pep are the type of people that would do that. But there was talk a few months ago about them sniffing round a few of the Spanish board members, like trying to get them over. Now that would be, and if they got them, that's clever. That's clever.
Yeah. Because Pep likes to go to a place where he feels comfortable. You're right. So if they was to take certain man there from the board, if their man they take foundation, it's on still. It's on.
We saying Pep's that guy that goes to college because his brethren are. Is that what we're saying? Yeah.
He goes to Coventry.
We're saying he's a bull fraud. Are you guys not George, but are you three at the top? Are you lot going to do a rendition of your new song, by the way? The new Liverpool song.
The Klopp one.
Yeah.
I don't know. We kind of.
I haven't even heard it yet, but I heard it's a howler.
You don't want it. It's awful.
We might remix that in case.
Yeah. You know we do over here, but we put a little beat on that, mix it up a little bit. You know what I mean?
You need to do Mo Gilligan and do a little Rasta version of it.
Yeah, bro. Fling a little something on there. You know what I'm saying? And then we drop that out.
Beginning of next season, when you hear the intro music go remix, you know what it is.
Go up the levels because that intro this year is cold.
What I'm saying is we cut dubs. Let me just show the people that we cut dubs around here. So you're getting still.
And that's not Alexis Sanchez on the piano, by the way.
Yeah? Okay.
Cutting up dubs, bro.
And I'll be honest with you as well. Like it's one of them ones where, like, I say with all due respect, bro, I hope Pep pisses off.
Of course.
You know what I mean? It is what it is.
But that's because how great he is. It's one of them ones where
you don't know I love Pep, but I just want him to piss off. I want to be able to actually enjoy his football. I'm sick of watching him win in a country I don't want him to win in.
Sorry, how fucking dare you, bro? You're 8 games away from potentially winning the quadruple, and you're telling me you're not enjoying football. Come on, bruv.
Thank you, Dap.
No, I want to be able to enjoy Pep Guardiola football. So I want him to go and do it in a league where I can enjoy it. This is what I'm saying. Like,
Jeff, you sound like you're sitting on the fence, bro. What do you mean enjoy?
I want him to go and do it in Spain or Germany so I can watch it and enjoy it because it doesn't bother me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Or I have a proposition. He becomes the greatest manager of all time. No questions asked about winning us a trophy.
What do you mean? But he goes to Tottenham.
Pep and Klopp couldn't together. If they tag team, it's not going to happen.
I'm not going to lie, Driv. I know you rate Pep, but man can't be saying enjoy the football right now, you know.
But the only Pep I rate around here is Linda's. I've said it.
Tell him again. Tell him again. There's only one Pep round here.
I know it's a rivalry thing, but I'm not a hater. Yeah. So anyway.
It's not about hating.
Moving on. Everton, Chelsea, just quickly. Cal, scoreline for this one, bro.
Everton 1-0.
Right, okay. Matt?
I'll back it.
Wow. Chelsea 2-0. That Gordon brother to get a dive, so maybe 2-1. So maybe 2-1.
George, What are you saying, bro?
I need an Everton win. I need Chelsea to be in the mud for a start, so that we have the 0.3% chance of catching them. And I also need Everton to carry on their form because I think they play Arsenal in 2 weeks. So Everton 1-0. I back it.
Okay, and give me a score prediction for that one, Dad.
Sorry, could Chelsea can't drop into the top 4 battle, can they? They can't, can they?
They're only like 5 points ahead.
No, they're 6 ahead of Arsenal on the same amount of games, and they're 8 above Tottenham with the same amount of games.
Well, the fact is, Tottenham, Arsenal, and United can't put a run together enough to get there anyway. So yeah.
Well, we play Arsenal anyway, so that doesn't help.
Fucking hell, it's hard. Chelsea. Now Chelsea win. Chelsea win. 2-1. 2-1 Chelsea.
Chelsea 2-1, bro. I agree with that.
I'm not gonna lie to you, look. I actually think this is gonna be 1-0 Everton.
Based on what though? But fair play though.
But Everton's home form is actually very good, and Chelsea just drew with a Man United side that's been rocked.
I hear you, but Everton are trash though, bro.
Everton
they are trash.
Not at home, man. Not at home. Their home record's actually good.
They're trash. They're actually trash. But it's cool though.
Go and look at their home record.
I don't want to disagree with you in terms of because I want them to win.
You're manifesting. Oh yeah, I get you.
So you guys, quick as Liverpool fans, because it's interesting. You lot hate United more than Everton, right?
Yeah.
I hate them all.
I hate them on the same, really.
Everton, really?
Yeah. Maybe Man United a bit more because they're more successful, but the hate is hate, innit?
I'm gonna be real with you, Daps. Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man United, Everton. You see those 5?
I can sense it in you, bro.
I'd love them all to go into administration and fall to League 2.
So many haters.
Hey, Cal, I might need to get you a Spurs contract still.
No. I just
on my side.
I dislike Spurs sometimes, but I despise the other teams.
Must have despise,
Yeah, I only hate Tottenham on match day. Other than that, they can do what they do.
I've got nothing against Tottenham, and not in a disrespectful way.
I have.
They don't. Yeah, they don't really.
Wait
we
till
know
next
you
year
do.
when we're on the league charge, and then we'll see what you lot are saying.
Let's move on to this then. It's Spurs Leicester.
Bring back Bale in there, man.
Leicester are rejuvenated at the moment. You know what I mean? But obviously they've definitely got their European eyes open. So George, talk to me. How are you feeling about this one? After I don't want to rub it in, bro, but if Eriksen is coming to you, look, I mean, what's he doing? Don't he want to play Champions League? Like,
I don't know how we didn't line that one up for this 4D chess move for him to just score an own goal.
Yeah, like own goal, like what's he playing at?
I think we're good for this one though. I think Leicester that draw that they got today actually helped because they're still in the tie. And they got to go away they've got to go to Roma on Thursday. So I think they're going to rotate. Although Barnes didn't start today, so he'll probably start against us. But we all know what Kane's goal scoring record against Leicester is phenomenal. It's unreal. And we're at home and they're rotating. And we need it. We need the points. Although when Spurs need points, we tend to not do well. But anyway, that's a different story. But no, I'm feeling fairly confident for this one.
Give me a score, bro.
3-1.
3-1. Okay.
Yeah.
Daps, how you feeling about this one? Spurs, Leicester, bro.
Spurs are just so unpredictable at the moment. Did Leicester play tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, Spurs
1-0 with Roma.
Yeah, Spurs win 100%. I think Spurs, based on that, I think Spurs 3-1 at least. I think Spurs win easily.
Cool. I'm going to go 1-0 Spurs. Cal?
I'm going 4-2 Spurs.
Raw. That many goals, yeah?
I think so.
Fair dues. Spurs are a bit like buses with their goals. You don't get any, but then when one comes, you get like 3 or 4 in the game. So yeah, I hear that. And Matt, finishing up, what are you thinking of that one, bro?
3-1 Spurs.
So everybody's gone with a Spurs win. Good luck with that one, George. Make sure you get it done because moving on to the West Ham Arsenal game, George is in the chat. I think, I know you're going to think, but I don't want Arsenal in the Champions League. I just don't. I don't want Arsenal fans actually trying to equate top 4 as a celebration worthy enough to compete with the big boys. Because let's not get it twisted. We can win all the trophies we win, and the Arsenal fans get in top 4. They'll make Twitter look like they were the one who did it. Like just for getting top 4 is nuts. You know what I mean? So let's quieten that noise.
You know what? That's the thing. Arsenal fans are the worst. I'll be honest. I mean, although at the moment I can't stand Liverpool fans, I get it. Right? I get it. With Arsenal fans, it's like I don't get it. I don't like there's been like, yeah, but to us as City fans, Arsenal fans will tell us, yeah, but I'm used to seeing trophies my whole life. You won 3 Premier Leagues, bro. We've already won 5. So all of that talk, yeah, it's just honestly.
That's just coming with some facts.
No, but it is. That is. And when they say like my whole life, it's like, well, no, because you weren't when you born. You weren't. You had that period, fine, but. And even with their rivalry with United, no, Liverpool are United's rivals, not you, man. And when they say we sit at the top table with Liverpool and Man United, no, you don't. You haven't won a Champions League. So there's this Arsenal fan thing. And because of Arteta, sometimes I start backing them a bit. And then I just see what they're like. And I'll tell you now, Arsenal fans, right, if they get top 4 this season, I fear for Arteta. Because for me, for many seasons, if they get top 4 this season, they've hit their ceiling. They're not going to break into the top 3. They're like, and other teams are going to be coming for that 4th place. So they're going to be out. If they get top 4 this season, I think they'll be out of it next season. I don't think they'll. So.
Well, I mean, I don't know if they want to start getting thumped up by the Bayern Munichs again, but let them. They're a glutton for punishment, innit? Let them have it, innit? It is what it is, but you know what I mean. If you don't hear, you must feel, innit? We all
they still talk to me like the next morning. I went to pick up my godson, and straight away asked him, you should have scored a lot more against Real Madrid. It's like, you support Arsenal. Like, I would not have said that when we were shit. I would not have said that to you. Like, I wouldn't.
They bring it on themselves, you know what I mean? I think I would like Arsenal if it wasn't for the way the fans go on. I can't even lie.
Yeah.
Like, it's the fan base, man. When I start hearing things like, I'm not even going to mention who said it because I actually like him. He's like a top guy. But when I'm hearing Saka walks into every team in world football, I'm like, Jesus Christ. I don't even know what to say with that. I don't. The conversations are just
over Mohammed.
Let him grow.
Over Mo. Do me a favor, please. Get out of here, man. Get out of here.
Bro, and I don't even mean this with any shade because I think Saka's a talented boy. There's no doubt about it. But he doesn't even. It's still an argument whether he walks into a Tottenham side who's got a Kulusevski who's got better stats since the turn of the year. No. I'm just keeping it above.
Ooh, but Kulusevski's only been. I'd say Saka's got a bit more body of work though.
Saka's sick.
Kulusevski's good.
Saka's
Decky, my boy.
But for his age to be able to switch.
Kulusevski, remember, Kulusevski's kind of like, no disrespect, but he's dare I say, a little bit of a flop at Juve and is now finding his feet in the Prem. Give him props for that. He's playing very well. Saka's kind of just gone from strength to strength if you actually deep it. That's what I would say. And that's not even shade on Kulusevski because I think he's a baller.
Let me just ask you a little quick question, and this isn't me being shady. I'm just asking a question. How hard is it to be? How hard is it to be Arsenal's best player?
Not hard.
It's not hard, obviously.
Okay. So how do we start having conversations about he walks into every team in Europe?
No, because
fuck off. Sorry.
No, we don't. But I don't think you should discredit Saka's talent because Arsenal aren't great.
No, I'm not discrediting his talent.
So
I'm not.
They shouldn't put him on a pedestal then by doing it.
He does. He's not better than Mahrez. Facts. Like it's not even a question.
No, we know this though. We know this.
And again, I said, and I'm not even just saying it because George is here. I genuinely believe, like, if you actually just going off this season, who says he gets in over Kulusevski at Spurs? Who says that?
Arsenal fans.
I think, if I'm being honest, me personally, I think Saka might still.
If you say he does, then that's fair enough. I'm saying it's still a conversation. It's still a conversation. This is what I'm saying.
We got to wait longer for that one. It's only been like 3 months.
That's so true, bro. So no, you're right, bro.
Although he is winning PFA Young Player of the Year next year. So
do you know what? It's like the Trent thing, right? For me with Trent, it's like he was 23, 24. Yeah, let's just let him because where he's going to go, I do not even know. Like the levels. Same with Saka. For him to play left back, then right wing, and him only being 19 or 20, he's going to grow into an amazing player. But these comparisons just do my nutting. Like they really wait till players finish their career, then have them conversations. Like it's all
I'm
too
just
much.
saying, I've heard it before. I heard Coquelin, I heard Diaby, I heard
Coquelin was
Wilshere.
best.
I've heard it all before. I'm just
Best
saying,
DM in
like,
the league. Best DM in the league.
yeah,
Coquelin.
do you know what I mean? Like, I've heard it all
Wilshere.
before. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Who's that brother they've got on loan in Italy now? The young little pitbull guy,
Oh, what? Torreira.
Oh, Torreira.
I heard he was the new Vieira. Like, I hear it all the
They were
time.
comparing him to
That-
Kante
that-
at one point.
You know what? That was mad because he looked good in the World
The
Cup.
World Cup,
innit?
wasn't it?
He looked good in the
Yeah.
World Cup, but he was a DM. And when he got to the Premier League, and then he started crying over something, I was like, he can't be taken seriously as a DM in the Premier League crying. I'm sorry, that's not what DMs do, bro.
Facts. Nice. Facts.
Yeah, look, I'm just saying, like, Saka is a talent. He is a talent. I'm not shading Saka. I'm just saying, Arsenal fans, calm down. And
I think
Martinelli
Smith Rowe's another
your
one that they
best talent.
overhype as well.
but he'll become a Liverpool as well, so it doesn't really matter anyway. You know what I mean? All right, so we'll start with you then, Cal. I'll work my way down for this one. West Ham, Arsenal. Give me a prediction, bro.
2-0 Arsenal. West Ham do not care about the Premiership anymore.
No,
Yeah,
that's
they
true.
don't.
What's the
They
score
don't.
today?
Matt.
I agree with Carl. 2-0. 2-0 Arsenal, bro. West Ham aren't about it anymore. They put all their eggs in one basket and they ain't the Prem, bro.
George, manifest.
That's the problem. I can only see the same thing as well. It's the one game a year that I need West Ham to pull a result out of, and it's sandwiched between the biggest games of their whole history.
Yeah.
And they're already 2-1 down, which means they need to go even harder next Thursday. So I think Cal's right. It's going to be a complete second team against Arsenal. But I'm holding out for Newcastle next week to take the points off Arsenal. So I still think Arsenal will win.
Enemy of my enemy is my friend and all that, George. Yeah.
Yeah. Depending on that 2:00 result right there is to how I'll be spending my Sunday afternoon with that match. So
I hear that.
see.
That finish it up for me, bro. What do you think?
Yeah, you know what? Based on the fact they lost tonight as well at home, so now they've got to go away to PSV. Yeah, West Ham have got to rest a lot of players. Here's the thing, though, that doesn't change my view on it. I think Arsenal are going to drop points again. I think they can't. I think 2-2.
2-2. To be
Hot
fair to West Ham, without Dawson getting sent off, which is obviously a loss for them in this game as well because he'll be suspended now. They put up a brilliant performance against Chelsea with a weak team last week away at the Bridge. So maybe they could get a draw out of it. Maybe. I'm still going to go 2-0 Arsenal personally. I think Arsenal will win. But a West Ham draw would not surprise me because there's players trying to play for their place to play in that game. Do you get what I mean? Like, you got to remember, in a team like West Ham, there's still going to be the odd squad player who's going to want to try and prove he's good enough. So, yeah, I don't know. We never know. And just finishing up, Man United, Brentford. Let's just complete the set. I'm going to go 1-1. I think that game will be a draw. Ericsson.
2-1
Cal,
Brentford.
give me a score on that one.
2-1 Brentford.
2-1 Brentford.
I'm
Okay.
dead serious.
I know. I've never seen a team lack so much pride in my life. Man United should be fucking ashamed of themselves. You heard it here. They should be fucking ashamed of themselves. It doesn't matter whether you're playing for anything. Where's your pride? Where's do you know what badge you've got on your chest? And like it's I love to see it. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. If I could go back in time in that Back to the Future DeLorean, I'll tell younger Drift, you know what? Them pussy boy, they are going to be fucked in the future, but don't be so upset. And then, you know what I mean? I'll just let my younger self know that them man, they are giving me too much troubled childhood for no reason. But anyway, Matt, give me a score on this one, bro.
Man United 2-1. They'll just edge it. Just.
Fair dude. George, give me a score, bro.
Ericsson. I am saying 2-2.
4. Cool. And Daps to finish up, bro.
I just got to go with what you were saying, Drift. You know what? You know when we were young, yeah? And like all of our clubs have had fortresses. Well, George, I don't know if you have, but at some point in our careers, we've had fortresses, right?
Unbeaten at home in the year we put pressure on. So hold that.
I said the year we put pressure on. Big up George. You're a legend, bro.
I love George, man. I like, but remember, like when we were young, growing up, like going to Old Trafford, like teams were stepping off that coach already lost. Yeah. It was just an absolute fortress, and I remember it. I mean, they had a banner to remind us. That's what always. I'm never going to stop on them. Never going to take my foot off of their neck. So now to see that. When I see Man United are playing at home, I actually think there's more chance of them losing. Yeah, that's how little respect clubs have for going to Old Trafford now. Like, honestly, there is. I've been getting it right most of the time. Where I'm now saying, whereas before I was thinking they're going to turn it around at some point. I don't think they are. Not till next season. 2-1 Brentford. 2-1 Brentford. And have you seen Ragnick might be leaving? By the way, did you see that?
Yeah, he's had enough, bro. He don't even want to go upstairs, bro. He's like, I don't want to be in this damn stinking place. This stinks, man. I don't want to be here at all. I get home and my wife's like, what's that smell? I'm like, it's fucking United. It won't come off me, man. Ugh.
He's got Arnautovic to deal with now. That's what he's worried about.
Oh, man. But guys, look, it's been a brilliant show. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Big up everyone as always. Man like George, man like Daps in the building, becoming like family now. Do you know what I mean? Big up boys as always. But I just want to leave you guys on this note. I actually have exclusive footage of all the rivals when they got the news that Klopp is staying. I played it earlier. You guys haven't seen it yet. So here you go.
Bernardo Silva.
Well, you ain't got to worry about me doing no other thing. I can't even get a thing in my mouth.
The funniest thing is, why did he upload after doing that? How did you find that video, by the way? What were you looking for?
Yeah.
I was out in the.
You got him in the mud there still. We weren't on.
Look, the haters the haters are out there, and it's easy to find footage. It's that simple. But yeah, just finish up with these super chats for me, please, bro.
Will Flex says, George, just take the Kenyan king back, Wanyama.
Wow, not nowadays, but what a player,
man. Razor says, is Prime Dele Alli clear of every English youngster?
Yes.
When he was at his absolute peak, possibly.
Yeah. He was at Prime for 2.5 years.
So we're forgetting about Wayne Rooney.
Hold on, define youngster.
Oh yeah, actually, and Michael Owen. Yeah, no, maybe maybe.
What do you class as a youngster though?
Under 21.
Yeah, under 21.
I mean,
outscored and out-assisted Beckham, Lampard, Gerrard, everyone.
Well done, Trent. Trent. Yeah. Dele Alli was just
goals. Goals-wise. But just quick question, genuine question. Do you think he's more? Actually, no. We'll leave for another day.
We'll be here for another half.
Don't do that.
Yeah, we'll be here. We'll leave for another day.
In an alternate world,
it's gonna be Friday soon.
In an alternate world,
no, we'll be 7 minutes, bro. You're right.
You'd be a great Liverpool fan in an alternate world, Daps. I'm not gonna lie, bro. George, obviously, we got your contract on the table.
I'm a real one.
George is just bare stalling. Like, why are you stalling, bro? Stalling for that contract.
And they signed the thing, big man.
No chance.
We've even got the dub plate set and everything. We got a song for you, George. That's all I'm saying.
True,
bro.
you know, bro.
Yeah,
we won't make you play the piano or any of that, bro. It'll be a good vibe, man.
We're cutting dubs over here, bro. Just letting you know.
We got you, George.
I'm good.
Maestro says they are a fan base that gets charged over 2,000 for a season ticket to watch Lack of Threat by Invincibles. Zabiri says, what are you drinking? Stay hydrated on the stream. I've got the juice here. Jordan says, who's winning between the North All-Star Prem team versus South All-Star Prem team? Do any United players get in the North team?
No.
That's a good members video, by the way, guys. I think
that's a brilliant members video.
Yeah,
that really
the North
is.
team need Ben Mee as manager. That's all.
They need to bend you as manager. Pause.
Ben, big up Sean Dyche as always. No longer in the game, but he's still about. Alex George says, George, you are a dead club ever winning. Are your dead club ever winning another cup? This is what I mean. Arsenal fans, look, they haven't won anything, granted.
Get too gassed over nothing.
But they
give us 6 points. I'll back you in the future.
They could pip you to fourth, and you kind of on your face.
You won't be saying nothing then. That's what I'm saying. Don't get too overconfident.
Wait, come May 22nd.
Do it like that.
Look, the beef will continue forever, and we'll pick this up next week. But guys, bless us always. Everyone who's been in the chat, make sure you go and follow these guys as well, man. Everybody's link is in the description. You know what I mean? Make sure you go do that. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out as well, guys. You had 3 videos from us today. I worked hard today. Smash that like button on the way out. That's all I ask for, people. That is all I ask for. Make sure you subscribe as well. And we will be back tomorrow for the Kop-Ish calling show. But obviously, Prem Panel Show will be back next week, same time, same place. Jurgen Klopp has signed an extension. Pep is pissing off in 2023. What a fucking time to be alive, people.
City at top of the league.
You're going to do one of them ones?
For now.
So we don't have the capacity.
We cannot replace him. We cannot.
That definitely wasn't. That wasn't a. Who was it that did the accent earlier? Was it Matt? That wasn't a Matt over.
That was my play again. We cut dubs over here, baby. We're cutting dubs, baby.
But Matt, if you can take us out, please, bro. Until next time, peace out, everyone. Big up, big up.